apologize, Jama, for inconvenience. And it looked like today, actually, I do not activate, do not disturb. And for some reason, somebody keep calling, you know, and cut us off. Malish. So this is going to be part 2. Sorry. I'm going to go ahead and call you right now.
Hello, brother Jongkor.
If you have a headphone, we can call you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Now. But it's still I want you to put headphone on.
I don't have headphone with me, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm going to keep quiet.
Okay. Shukran, Jongkor. I just want to say that I really like the topic of today, and I actually listened to most of your viewers, and most of the arguments were actually up to date. I will just go in and maybe just put in my personal opinion. Same time is big issue on your side with the technology being problem. We are actually running behind the implementation of the peace agreement, and this is actually a worrying sign for most of us in South Sudan and any other people who really want peace in South Sudan. And there are many reasons why that one is not actually. There are many reasons why the peace is not on the schedule. One thing that I just want to make clear, there's a problem with South Sudanese when they say, like, there's an argument that we can do this peace without the support of the Troika. Many people say that Troika is not actually important for the implementation of the peace. Let me just take a little bit to explain why it's very important. When you talk of Troika, apart from the countries that are within the Troika, these are also the countries that has a lot of influence at the international community. So actually, we have actually negotiated this peace. But what people don't understand is, for the peace to be supported by the international community, it needs a legitimacy. And that legitimacy, you will have to get it through the UN, the African Union, and then the IGAD, which are already the guarantor of this. So when you go to the United Nations and you make a peace that we actually negotiated this peace in South Sudan that is comprehensive and inclusive, the Troika can actually undercut that argument at the UN, and you will not get the legitimacy that you need. And without the legitimacy, you cannot have the support of the UN in terms of money and the resources for the full implementation of the peace. Like right now, there's one provision in the peace that I actually wrote an opinion the other day, but I haven't actually posted it yet. The IGAD countries are supposed to contribute the troops to the peace. These troops are addition to the UN that we already have in South Sudan. And their mandate would be to protect the key opposition leaders, the civilians, areas that will be demilitarized, and they will help in the and they will help with the ceasefire arrangement and any other things. The problem with that, some of these countries, they do not have money to send in those troops. So they will actually need the UN to fund the troops from their countries. And when you look at it too, is another motivation for this IGAD country to be able to benefit out of this peace. Because when their troops go to South Sudan, the UN will pay their countries money. So they are benefiting financially. And that's why everybody was happy that we will send in our troops. But the UNIMIS in South Sudan right now, the UN is saying that we do not need additional troops in South Sudan because we already have 17,000 plus UN posts. So that means the UN will not be able to fund that. And if the UN will not fund that, then that means the opposition will be reluctant to go to the country because they do not have the security. That's one point. So that's why it's very important that it's crucial that you have the support of the international community. Without it, that provision will fall flat on the face and it will actually be a big setback to the implementation of the peace. The other thing that I just want to add to that is the United States has actually, 2 days ago, I made it clear that they will not commit the money to the South Sudan. And the response that I read from South Sudan government, I could not believe that a government would say that. Like they have said that the United States has already stopped sending their money to South Sudan, which is partially true. But when you look at it, it actually means the argument that the legitimacy of the government is to protect its citizens. The United States is providing this money through the UNIMIS that is operating in South Sudan. And when you look at the program that the UNIMIS are running in South Sudan, like security, education, healthcare, sexual assault, violence, and all these programs, supposedly they were supposed to be funded by South Sudan government. But they actually neglect that mandate on their parts because they do not have enough money. So who actually pick up the slack? It was the UN through the money that were provided by the United States. So actually, a lot of South Sudanese are not understanding this. When the United States stopped their money, guess what? Some of my own friends who are working in the UN will not have jobs in South Sudan because a lot of these programs are funded by the United States money. That means many people are going to lose their jobs, and some of these programs will stop. Is the government willing to actually run those programs? And if they are not willing, then what they are saying is they are actually undermining their legitimacy, that they do not care about their citizens. They only care about the government. Because they are thinking, of which Honorable Michael McQuinlan has said, well, the United States do not fund the South Sudan government. And they are forgetting that the citizens that the UN or the United States are supporting are their own citizens. It is their own responsibility to take care of them, but they neglect them. The UN is feeding them. The UN is educating them, is giving health care, all these programs. In any civilized society, these are programs that are supposed to be run by the government. But Correct. The government is not able to run them. That's one point that I want to make, because people are not understanding this, and they say, oh, we don't need United States money. But guess what? This is an argument that somebody on the street can say, but if you are an educated person, think back and reflect on the implication of this one. This is bigger than what people actually think. The other thing that I want to add is...
Not only that. Imagine an individual who said that in the master and did something in his national will come here to do more than deny all that the United States in 2000 peace agreement with a referendum. I am stunned, to be honest with you.
That's true. And actually, here's the bait that the United States is throwing the government, and the government is taking it without actually understanding its implication. They are trying to withdraw this money so that we will have a huge humanitarian crisis, more than what we are seeing in Yemen. And when that actually happened, guess what? It actually pushed the case for the international community intervention in South Sudan, which is actually directly a regime change. So why are you calling a regime change unknowingly, Because if you want to pull all this money, people are going to be starved. A lot of health issues and all this, and then they will put it on the TV. And you and I who live in the West know how the citizen will react to that. They would actually push their government to intervene in South Sudan. And that intervention will not be in favor of the government. It will be actually an overthrow of the government if people are not getting it correctly, So actually, I just want to leave that point there. The other point that I want to add, here's one problem the South Sudan government has not been able actually to address adequately. Has they ever sat down with the Troika and understand what are their demands actually? What do they need for the peace in South Sudan? Because when we kept on dismissing them and all this, and they are not going nowhere, it's better to sit down and listen to some of their demands so that they can know. Like, for example, some of their demand, inclusive peace. Is that really very difficult to do? Include all the opposition.
They are asking for $100 million down, and then they will match it up so the peace can be implemented. If you are producing, why money.
That's true, actually. And, and for me, I have been in South Sudan for 2 years. I was listening to the numbers of the oil money that you guys were tossing around. But the problem, those money, they do not actually go into the Bank of South Sudan. They just disappear in the blue. So right now, as we talk, the government doesn't have any money. If you ask them even to bring $50 million, they will not produce it. We have problem now with the IGAD. We have not paid our membership, the African Union, and a lot of all these organizations that we have signed up to be part of, and we are not paying our dues. And the reason is because we don't have money. And the civil servants are not paid for many months. So where will the government get the money to implement the peace? And all these IGAD guarantor, the Sudan, the Uganda, the Kenya, the Ethiopian, they do not have the money. They actually want to cash on the South Sudan. So if you say that we don't need the United States, guess what? If you don't need the United States, then you're not going to get the UN funding too. And what the United States do is actually follow by the European Union. So all these Troika members, they will also stop their funding to South Sudan. And guess what? We'll be back to the square one, because you cannot actually implement this peace like we have been saying many times. This peace is very expensive. And without the support of the international community, you cannot have actually a just peace in South Sudan. So actually, with those few comments, I will just leave it to some of your viewers maybe to weigh in. And I appreciate the time.
Thank you. Dora Boone, thank you so much for coming in and adding your perspective as well, brother. I apologize to our viewers. It's because sometimes, some cell phone, when they log in, you have that sound of, echo. And that's why I asked Dora Boone, actually, if he has this headphone, it would have played that one. So my voice cannot be, repeated, or cannot have echo, sada, on the video. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. He didn't have it. But I apologize one more time for that. Let me go ahead here and call, our main guest. Our main guest actually has been having trouble with the network and the phone. But it appears right now Omer Esaq is right there, assisting him. And I'm going to go ahead and call him in so we can go ahead. The former deputy governor of Lagos State, actually, who joined SSUF recently. I want to bring him live here so we can have some discussion here. Let me go ahead and call him, and then we'll move forward. And that will be great. So I'm calling you right now. Go ahead, Omer Esaq, and assist him. Hello, Ustaz David Nok Marial. Welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan, and I apologize in advance because we tried really hard to bring you in. Lakin unfortunately, network ma samahlek ma dak majal khalis ashan tekder takun on our live video. But again, I welcome you all. I give floor to yours because a lot of people actually don't know much about you. If you can just introduce yourself a little bit before we proceed with our program. Faddal.
Thank you, Jongkor. I'm David Nok Marial board from Lagos State. I'm a former governor since the days of the inception of the government of Lagos State in 2005 up to the time of elections in 2010.
Great.
Yes.
Great. One more time, Burahebek, I welcome you to our program. Thank you so much for joining us. Recently, we have heard that you actually joined the SSF, Paul Malone. I don't know. We are in era of the peace. Why did you decide to join Paul Malone? Why?
Thank you. First of all, I don't believe there is peace. There is no peace. You have heard from many people who talked to you. I was listening. There is no peace, actually. What is happening is just a power sharing between the elites, which does not address the problem that caused war. South Sudan does not need many ministerial portfolios. We don't need even many government officials, V8s. What we need is development. That's why we fought and we raised the flag. The flag we raised, we said it is with a guiding star. But the star is not guiding to nowhere. As I said, I am one of the people who fought the war. I left the university in 1987 in my second year and came back with a gray hair on my head.
Oh.
I'm not satisfied as to why we fought and raised the flag. We normally they say istimar mind low mind shikil.
No.
And I was also not tahrir min muno, kan tahrir min shuno.
No.
As for min shuno, is still having a lot of things to be desired. We think that tahrir ma مش زي ما كان. نحن ما بدلنا مستعمر ومستعمر آخر. أنا ما كنت عندي حزب في البداية. أنا طلعت في جامعة كstudent. When I joined the SPLM, SPLA, I fought. And then after that, I came as a member of the SPLM. But I've seen the SPLM is not doing anything. That's why I decided to resign. I also decided to join General Paul Malong Awan because his movement is a national movement. All walk of life for alone. The second issue is that the regime in Juba has no language. It is a language of force. If you talk to them, you are put in jail. Myself, I spent a lot of time in Blue House because I was criticizing constructive criticism, which they refused. Anybody is talking, is put in jail. That's why I decided to come. And a lot is there. We want to further the struggle. We want to liberate people. Liberation from what? Not from whom. That's why I joined.
All right, great. So now you join SSUF, الجبهة المتحدة زي ما بيقولوا بالعربي. There are so many factions. There are so many, opposition. Why did you choose SSF? What make it unique? What's unique about it than other factions like NAS, NDM, IO, etc.? What made you choose this versus than others?
I choose this because others have even signed this elusive peace. I would have joined some of them, but they have signed the peace, which is not happening. Then I think Paul Malone with his Jabha al-Mutahida, they are still furthering the struggle, and I want to go on with the struggle. Simple like that. Because I don't want to join a peace which is not going to be attained. And those other parties, whether they are in opposition or not, they have joined. And they are even crying. Have you heard them? They are even crying over the spilled milk. America ma dana grush, which seemed that the peace was not for the people of South Sudan. What they were running after is to get manasib, grush or khalas, and then the thing starts again. As I talk to you now, even the government is recruiting in northern BAHR EL GHAZAL, recruiting another force which is going to, again, to start another war. Then this peace was not meant for the people of South Sudan. People are going only to occupy seats, and then they want to protect themselves so that they remain there forever. More of so, our leaders, those who are leading us here, have become the thing that are indispensable. Since 1983, they have been leading us as commanders. When we were boys, they were our elders leading us. Up to now, they are thinking that we are still boys, and they want to stay there forever. They must go so that a new generation comes. That's why I joined Paul Malone, to fight and see to that Kir must go. He must go because, yeah.
Good. So now, Mr. David Marial, Nok Marial, now you are saying that you join SSUF so the struggle can continue. But at the same time, SSUF, Jabal Mutahida, admire the peace. They said that they are with peace. So now, if the IGAD called them and the government, don't you see that they are going to go with this peace process?
Well, as I said, the peace does not address the fundamental issues that cause war. But nobody refuses peace. Is to come and address the root causes, then nobody refuses. But if they go on like this, crying and looking for money and recruiting to come and fight again, that's not a peace which I can desire to join. And maybe even Jafal Mutahid Ma'ak will salam bishigli there.
And what are the root causes in your opinion? What are the root causes of the problem?
My root cause, we have not even established what is called nation state. Okay. People who are around, we call them clique around the president, people who are maybe one clan playing with the resource of the nation, using the state machinery as their own, and neglecting the nation. Even the one in Khartoum was even neglecting the free, but center was addressed. If you go to Juba now, Juba daily is a fear. Killing and shooting and torturing, raping is there. And the government is like that. The government is also using impunity. As well, Besrik Bejai, we should empty a sign Bejai, recycling the same people, as if there are no other people in South Sudan. You could be put in this ministry. If you fail, you are taken to another ministry. If you fail, you are taken to another, and they recycle like that. So this is not the government. The other issue, even the physical security of the citizen is not there, leave alone food. Now, let me tell you one example. When we raised the flag, our pound was very strong. $1 to £2. Today, it is 30. It is 300, 1 to 300. But that's not interesting. The interesting part is this. Somebody who was receiving 1,000 those days was receiving 500 money. 1,000 today is still being received something like $3 or so. So imagine how can they live? Now, there is money, as they claim. Oil money is there, but money does not ever reach the bank. And that's all. So corruption is there, impunity is there, misruling is there, and so on and so on. Such a government is not what we fought for, and it must go.
Okay, thank you. You said that Kir must go. You said that this government must go. We have seen the government have used their military, tactic and have defeated, majority of the oppositions, on the battlefield. So now, when you say must go, what tactic your organization or General Paul Malone is going to use, to topple President Kir or to remove President Kir from power?
Yeah, sorry, but I think if you can repeat again.
Yes, I can repeat again. Yeah. I was saying that we have seen the government has used the military tactic, and almost we have seen that other opposition, actually militarily, they are weak. Now, are you saying that Kir must go? What tactic your organization is going to use to remove President Kir?
Okay, first of all, in military terms, you are not always bacteria. You can even defeat today, tomorrow you are defeated. That is known. The other issue, you can deceive some people sometimes, but not all the people all the time.
Yes.
The third issue is that we ourselves, we are not using these tribal lines. Kir managed to defeat this faction because he was saying he's a Dinka from BAHR EL GHAZAL. I'm from Rumbek, from BAHR EL GHAZAL also. Maloawan is from northern BAHR EL GHAZAL. People of Raja you've heard are from BAHR EL GHAZAL. And the list is long. So we think our movement is a national movement, which will not be defeated again and divided along the ethnicity. We refuse that. We are Southern Sudanese nationals who want to fight for the prosperity of this nation, to the second liberation, the Ingas, the Manatane. This is salvation. So we call upon everybody in South Sudan to come and join us so that we make salvation, not along the ethnic lines. Yeah.
So does that mean that SSUF has to use all the military means to remove President Kir, or what kind of, strategy they are going to use actually? Because since Kir is there and he's there to stay, and we see the peace process, the peace that they have signed it has been 3 months behind the schedule already. So I'm asking here, what is strategy? Are you guys going to use military means to remove President Kiir?
We will use all we can use. I will not say it here. But you know, when you are fighting, use claws and teeth. We will use whatever we have to remove him. We use politics, we use military, we use diplomacy until he goes.
Okay. Well, Honorable David Nok Marial, the former deputy of Lake State, I want you to give us the last word before I let you go here. What do you want to tell people of South Sudan?
I'm telling people of South Sudan not to allow themselves to be cheated again and be divided along the ethnicity and ethnic lines. We fought to liberate this country as people of one nation. All the corners of South Sudan are one. What is happening in Juba should not be taken as a Dinka government. It is a government of elites, some few elites who want to enrich themselves, corrupt the nation, and stay in power. So let us join hands and topple this government and establish a state that is viable, just like other states in the world, so that our children should not be in the misery we are in today. That's the last word for me.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, David Nok Marial, the former deputy governor of Lake State. Kuntamana, if you're concerned citizen of South Sudan, stick around if you wanted to jump in. If somebody had a question, if they say anything that you would like to answer later, you are welcome, you know, to join us. Thank you so much. And I thank, you know, Brother Omer Esaq for reconnecting and helping out to bring you live. Thank you.
Welcome. Of course, the occasion was supposed to be mine, but we were frustrated by internet. Yeah. So I hope next time we will arrange it better.
No problem.
So that I talk more.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, there you have it. That's our guest actually, but we had issue with the internet a little early. He's supposed to be here the last 2 hours, but it was very difficult, you know, to bring him live. So let me go ahead and see who requested. Atileo Abu Yasmine, I want you to send your request because time is going out here. And so yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and bring Tongyang and Joseph Manon as well. How about I can bring Joseph Manon here? This is the first time for this guy to request Tongyang, and I'll bring you after that. So let me bring this. Any person new, I'm always interested in bringing them in. Joseph Manon, I'm calling you right now. Joseph Manon, or Joseph Manon, I'm calling you. So, it's good to see you, man. Hello.
Hello, Jongkor.
I'm doing good. So, welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan again. And we are happy to have you. Go ahead with your perspective.
Oh, I'm very happy today. I will talk my own language.
Can you use at least simple Arabic, because I have other people here who don't understand Dinka?
Okay.
Yeah.
شكرا يا اخي كويس كمان انا في السريره معلش.
No, ما في مشكله. Go ahead.
انا قايم وانا شفتك هناك وانا كنت خايف عشان اتكلم معك.
Sure.
I don't know ليه peace سلام ده جاء مع حاجات like قول شنو 14 ميل
14 ميل.
yeah ويا انتوا قاعدين تفكروا يعني peace ده حقيقي ده peace حقيقة.
Good question. Well, peace حتى ولو ما حقيقة عشان كده نحن قلنا المرة اللي فاتت نعمل support. And we have to make sure, you know, مثلا they have to implement it. That's why we are here. ده السبب اللي خلاني أنا أكون هنا الآن. أنا قاعد أتكلم في الموضوع ده. لأن أنا شايف 3 شهور بعد ما peace مضى ولسه ما في حاجة. أنا ما شايف في حاجة. You know. Go ahead.
Okay. Peace ده ما peace. عشان لو peace بيعملوا بمين لانه داري يعني كير ميار وفي ناس ودار عشان هو يعصروا. ليه كير ميار بيعصروا الناس؟ هو عنده مشكلة مع ناس نوير 10 ناس نوير والناس نوير لو هم قالوا هم دايرين فيس بيجي بعصروا الناس تانيين في بحر غزال زي الناس زي ميل 14 ده بيشيلوا أكتر نص من بحر غزال بيشيل أويل كله وبيجي بيشيل باقي من جوريال يعني هو ماشي سري ياك مشار مع بلنادة ميل 14 وميل 14 في زول ما بعرفني عشان أنا نوري نفسي.
Yeah, you can say your name. قول اسمك هاي طبعا of course. لا ما ندخل.
Okay, my name أنا اسمي جوزيف منونات يعني. أنا ما بعرف نقول شنو أنا عمري كله في SPLA. أنا قمت الخرطوم في 84 كنت ولد صغير 15 سنة. مشيت أنا جوين SPLA أنا في الموار مشيت طلعت في نادي في كضابط في اسمه ده في الشيال 2. أنا جيت أنا في أستراليا
نعم.
هسه يعني أنا عوقوني في 94 سوري 94 تعوي كثير يا شالوني للغشوكيو ولا يفتح الشغل في كينيا. مشيت حلقتها ورجعتها والرعاية جاء رسلوا النسوان بتاعي في ريفوجيز كيم. أنا جاء في رجعت فران أنا جيت لقيت الجال بتاعي ماشي نادي في ريفوجيز كيم. أنا جيت مشيت وراه في الرجوع بتاعي 95 مشيت رجعتها مشيت شاكلنا كده في اتجاه تاني ورجعت رجعتها يعني لعبوني بروسيس وأنا جيت في أستراليا ديعوا بلد جاء أصله قالوا في
أنا
يعني نرجع في بلد أجينا خلاص بعد ذلك عشان نرجع صدفة أنا شفت حاجات بطال اللي هم ما كنا قاعدين نشاكل في الزمن بتاع SPLA. يا وقفنا ننتظروا حاجات بكير ما بكير لكن جاء الشغلة واسا بقى خلاص بقى وصل زيادة من بدري. إنتكم جمهور بتاعت جنوب السودان الحقيقة حقيقة كنا قاعدين نشاكل بالحق.
ارفع الصوت بتاعك شوي.
ايوه خلاص خلينا نشيل. كنا قاعدين نشاكل مع اللي انا قام في النوم جونكور. كنا قاعدين نشاكل بالحق في 22 سنة وبلد طلع زي قبيل انا سميته من واحد كده كان قاعد زول داك بكون بعرفوني والناس الاثنين انا لقيته قبيل هم قاعد بعرفوني طبعا. زي قالوا قال قروش ما بمشي في البنك. القروش كم قروش اللي قاعدين نشاغل كله زمن ده كله ما يمشي في البنك. البترول شال الزول عميان وزول المات وسمع كلام بترول ده وقروش ما بمشي في البنك. بلد ده بلد لو بقى قالوا لو انا مشيت في كرسي ولا مشيت في كرسي بتاع رئيس انا ما ادري اطلع فوق ولا قاعد الا نموت فوق يجروني يمشي في جنازه يمشي يشيلوا في مقابر يلا بعد ذاك يجيبوا زول ثاني عملوا الكلام ده ما بكون كويس. ويا ما كنا قاعدين نشاكل في الكلام ده كان نعم في SPLA كان قالوا SPLA ده ماشي لكاد يجي كاد اكر جندي وكده قالوا SPLA بشاكل لكاد اكل جندي لمن لو جون قرن لو ماشي الماشي وراه يمشي لكاد يمشي اكر جندي ده وكده كان قاعدين نشاكل. لكن لو طلعنا بلد كلام واحد الرئيس بيقول كان بقول نشاكل لو متى ولا انت طلعت هاي على حاجه انت قاعد تطلع ده ما تفكر ده حقك براك ده حق اخوانك المواطنين قاعدين يزرعوا وياه. واسا بقى حقنا هنا قاعدين نشاكل يا بس ناكله ورا بعد يال اليوم ده قالوا قال حقه ورا بعد مواطنين كان قاعد يزرعوا اكلنا حاجاتهم ما في مدارس ما في مستشفيات. زي حاجه واحد انا شفته، انا طلعت في اللايف بتاعي، لما طبعا بعمل اللايف بتاعي بسيط نخليه. انا شفت صوره واحد هنا، اثنين صوره مين، صوره واحد قبنا ولا قبنا معفس ولا قبنا، انا ما بعرف، انا ما بعرف
ده النائب، ده ديوبتي جفرنر زول اللي كان قبل.
ايوه لما ده حاجه انا شفته في نادي في الصوره، يعني مكتب بتاع قبنا قاعد في تحت شجر.
I think that
مفرشينه
yeah. Go ahead.
مفرشينه هنا مكتب في ترابيزه وقاعد ينتظر فوق ناس. ما في صغير كوتيه صغير كده يشال عملوا بقش. ما في. ده بلد الكان قاعد نشاكل وكده، شفت انا قلت ده بلد الكان قاعد نشاكله في 20 سنه. في قلنا انا قنيت في قلنا ذاته كمان قال في تناس في اللي تياك بوجه لا ده بوجه جورسي يبقى نايدا عسكري ما لقى حق، نايدا محافظ ما لقى حق تعد بلد
منون
يبقى عسكري كلام دقيقه انا
I am there اقول كلام
تاني
اضيف حاجه لك انت. شفت كلام انا نضيفه ل our viewers to understand. هذا الراجل ده he is a veteran SPLM وضابط كان في SPLM ويتعوق وكان بيحارب من اجل الوطن. يعني مثلا لو ما حس بتاعه انه يعني مثلا الحسب ده ربنا ساعد شالوه بالرفجي وده استراليا، كان بيكون تعبان زي باقي الناس تعبانين دبار تعبانين، ولا في زول فاضي بعيال بتاعهم، ولا في زول فاضي باي حاجه الحاصل لهم، ولا عيالهم بيتعلموا، ولا عيالهم في مدارس، ولا اي حاجه الحاصل. هذا ده الكلام منو قاعد يقول هنا، لانه نحن حاربنا من اجل الناس ثانيين كلهم، ما حاربنا لانفسنا بس. يعني ما ضباط كبار او يجوا يستمتعوا والناس السياسيين او يجوا يستمتعوا، هربوا عشان يكون في شارع، يكون في مدرسه، يكون في حاجات كله. ده كلام مهم يا منون، you know, and I salute you, you know, for your work, well done job. ده انت حاربت كجيش الشعبي لمواطن جنوب السودان ل 22 سنه، you know.
Thank you. انا شفت عيال كمان جونكور، انا شفت عيال قاعدين تحت شجر عريانين نايمين، وساس قاعد في كرسي في تحت شجر وعيال نايمين، ودخل صبوره في دار الشجر زي زمان اننا قاعدين في غابه، وقالوا عرنا البلد. حاجه ديل كير ما يار ما بشوفوا لو هو قاعد يشتغل كويس، لو نازل برا قاعد يسرق قروش. انتم جنوب السودان، انا ثلاثه حاجات يوم داك كده انا جوني اسلو نادى اوبوزيشن بتاع ده بول جاي. انا اصله انتم بول جاي انتم تشوفوا قال ما بعرف حاجه، لكن بيعرف حاجه اكثر من الناس الاوبوزيشن اللي قاعدين هناك ده، بس عشان هو ما شال سلاح. يعني انا ما بعرف جنوب السودان داير الى السلاح كله، ما في حاجه بيجي بقشم، ما في حاجه بيجي بالسلام. ده سؤال بالنسبه لجنوب السودان، ليه اصله لو زول ماشي بيده ماشي بكشمه بساله، انتم ما بتجوني ليه؟ الا زول ماشي بسلاح او الناس ماشي وراه. انا شاكلتها زمن طويل وتعوقتها بكثير. التعويق الاخر ده انا قلت لكم ده لو وريتكم الجزء بتاعي كله مقدقد. ده كان دانا بتاع RPG وقتل 6 نفر في جنبي، 2 بيجاي و4 بيجاي. ناس كان زاد بقول قال انا زول معجب، لكن ما معجب ربنا بس، انا قلبي ابيض يا هنا في الشكل بتاعي. الناس اللي بقولوا لو انت ما داير شغلها بليز جو نادي بول جاي. لو بعدين بول جاي لو ما اشتغل كويس نحن بنطلعه بيكون دول ثاني. انا اصله 3 انا شفت 3 4 في ناس بتاع شغله، في ناس كثير، لكن جنوب السودان يعلن يا جماعه يعطون هنا من يوز ثاني عشان يشاكلوا. عشان كير ده طلع باللسان اطلوه قاعدين نقول ده طلع بسلام ما يعرف حاجه، لكن باللسان لو ريسنا فويس بتاعنا طلعنا الصوت بتاعنا فوق شديد وكورجنا ولا ده كير ما بطلع، كير بقوم براه بكوراك بدون حاجه ثانيه. جا شفتوا أنا مقصود زيارة Jongkor show بتاعك وأنا there please mention Kush majority, Kush party majority mention every time you there. You will mention people of South Sudan. عشان ده movement ماشي ده حاجة ماشي ما movement بسلاح تاني ده حاجة ماشي بلسان. واصلوا كير ما يا ده أننا بنطلعه أننا كوس أننا بقدر نطلعه كير ما يا ما مش ناس بتاع سلاح لأن أننا بعرفين نطلع بشنو نطلع بكوراك بتاعنا.
شكرا.
قاعدين نكور نجي بالبيت بتاعه نكور وأنا ما بشتم كير ما يا لا كاراكر لأنه في حاجة واحد أنا وريكم إنترام ريز يا دولار لو إنت شتمت الدولار بتاعك لو تحترم الدولار بتاعك تحترم هو لكن لازم يطلع في كرسي لازم يقوم في كرسي يمشي يقعد في بيتهم ولا يقعد في مال ثاني.
شكرا
ليه
شكرا لأن الزمن ماشي
أنا أقول
دي فرصة للناس ثانيين.
أنا جاي أنا أقول لكم شنو إن ريس لو أنت داير عشان تكون ريس على ده الديمقراطية لو أنت طلعت زول ده أنت ما بتشيله كله أنت بتجيبه بعدين عشان هنا يجي يشتغل في مكتب كمان كير ما يعلو الله كرسي ما بلوزه هنا ده كبير بتاعه في جنوب السودان وكل لسه زول كبير في جنوب السودان بعمر ولسه نعدو بعدين بيقولوا كير ما يعلو تعال ساعد ناس في الشغل ده زي نادي زي بلاليرا مع جوزيف لاغو قاعدين نعدوها عشان يساعدوا الناس. أننا بنقولوا ما نشتمه لكن لازم كير ما يعرف يقعد يطلع في كرسي عشان يسيبوا ناس تانيين لأنه ليال فرصة داسة للشباب عشان يشغل ثاني زي إنه جونكور ده زي ديل يعاون ناس اللي كان عاون فرصة داسة عشان يمسك حكم عشان بعدين يواصلوا مش إننا جايزين خلاص سنونا انتهت.
أنت ما عجوز يا منون أنت لسه يانج.
أنا عجوز عجزة في قابل أنا معلش إنتكم ناس أنا جيت مشيت كتير أنا كنا جاي نسألوا ليه فيز ماشي ما باعوا البلد. شكرا جزيلا وواحد في كلام واحد أوريكم في واحد كده نوراوي يتكلم كلام وكان مريان مشار قال ده ما فيز لكن دور ده ما عايز واحد منهم قال ده حاجة أنا سميته لكن ما ننتموا كلامه.
أوكي.
أنتوا بيجوا بناء المهم مع سلامكم شكرا جونكور.
شكرا.
Please mention anytime you are on your show mention the Kush.
بالنسبة للكلام بتاعك بتاع كوش ده الموجود أنت عارف شنو في العالم leaders الزول ده يبقى real leader they reach out they come to people they come and say I want to talk to you. Bolgai you never come here and say and click the green button and say I want to talk. That's what leaders do. If you want to be leader, you cannot just stay in your room and expect people to go to where you're staying. You come and hit the green button and talk to people and say, this is Bolgai. This is what I stand for. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. That's how you advertise yourself.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, I start.
Listen, let me talk. But if you stay in your apartment or your house and you think people are going to support you, they are not going to go there.
No.
You have to come and talk.
You're right.
And you have to be humble.
You're right.
You have to be humble. لازم تكون متواضع. يعني مثلا you have to come. You have to come.
كلامك صح.
But when you say no, I am a presidential candidate or I am a leader, I don't want to go there. I want people to come to me and call me. No.
Yes, you are. Yeah, your office is your office.
So shukran. Thank you. I really appreciate you. And you know we move on, Jama. For anyone that want to be president, that's how it works. If you want to be a leader, you reach out to the people. You come and say, hey, I want to speak. I want to talk. You will be given opportunity. Look what Susan Jambo does. Even sometimes we are live like this, she will hit the green button and she will come and speak. But if you want to become a presidential candidate and you don't want to go on to the show and talk here, how people are going to know your program? How are they going to know what you stand for, what you want to do? I don't know. I fail to understand. But let me go ahead. I really appreciate that brother. You know, he's a veteran, SPLA. But look now, you know, it's because he's lucky he's in Australia That's why now his kids are going to school. He got wounded, you know. وشوف زي ما قال قبل قال veteran actually الناس المفروض يهتموا بهم. يعني يال بتوعهم يكونوا احسن، يمشوا مدارس ويكونوا كويسين، والناس يهتموا بهم لان ده زول حارب من اجل البلد. لكن لا السياسيين بتاعنا ما عندهم كلام زي ده. They want to be in the top. And انت لو مكسر ولا كده مقطع get the hell out here and stay there. يعني Deng Dao is suffering with those, you know, Mawagin. They don't get funding, they don't get nothing, you know. So let me go ahead and see who else here. I know that I have a lot of people send me requests. Tongjiang, because I promised that I'm going to bring you next, I'll bring you next. And I saw everybody, and I saw you, Dr. Kwan, I'll bring you too, Dr. Kwan Tong. And I saw you also, Makol, Maker, I saw you guys, you know, your request. Let me go for Tongjiang because he has been waiting for a long time. Tongjiang Nyandeng, I'm calling you right now. Hello, you dressed in red.
Thank
How
you.
are you?
Very good.
Yeah. So, the video level you have seen, and then actually for some reason we got disrupted. You know the topic that we are talking about. Now I give you an opportunity to express your opinion, Brother Tongjiang. Tongjiang, go ahead.
Thank you, Jongkor, for your always bring up something hard topic. And good thing is here. This is our people that deny what is right from very beginning. And when the people find out symptom come out, this is wrong, and then they start to admit it. First thing, let me greet Comrade Manon. He's from 12 Battalion with Madonga Kodaru and Aweda Kod. I knew him vividly. Thank God he's alive and his children in Australia. But there are children, people who are dead, no one care about them, like children of George Kwaj, Rinchol, and I cannot count them. This is what it is. If there's suffering for a veteran, for anything happened to him, an entire country, 15 million are okay, and no tribal, is okay. No problem with that. Here, what I'm trying to say here. I have said it a long time ago, and I say evil cannot, a National Islamic Front will never bring peace in South Sudan. Only Satan can bring peace, and I was to be hanged alive. Here, this is what's going to happen, and this is my message, and I want to let people of BAHR EL GHAZAL, particular Madinga, will to open their ear and listen what I'm saying here.
For them.
Dr. Yak Machar and Kir, there is no agreement to be done. Kir now is talking with Yak Machar mutely that problem I'm going to be overthrown by people like Malonga One and Western countries accomplice one oil. IO now that the army, they're going to be coming to Bentiu, and you move a Division 3 headquarters into Twitch area, into a quarter, to desecrate the land. The peace man, I hope he's watching us, where he's resting in a Torit, led Commander Martin Manila Yuel. This is hometown, and now to be turned into killing ground. To move Division 3, move into Manila Yuel area, and land become a bad area like Afghanistan, where you launch the campaign of terror. To Madinga will is genocide is coming, and the troop of IO is going to bring them from Bentiu into all this area, into Twitch area, and telling people with these friends like Bona Malwan during the Carbino, Malonga One and Awul, there were people who killing Twitch. This is a policy Kir doing. People of Madinga will need to understand, and now on you need to stand up and rise up and seize all weapons of Division 3. You will have ammunition, you can fight for 20 years. This is what you need to doing. But if you're going to wait and those ammunition draw and move into Twitch area, plus these accomplices like Bona Malwal and Iowa troop, they're going to come say Malong is the one who killing me at that time. You're going to test something, a medicine you never test, and you will regret it one day. I speak about this because it's the same killing. During the Carbino time, Malong Awan and Santino Deng they were coming all to my mom area in Chabok, Goyawak, Bacham, and the people like Salpa Matoga and Bolmadut come into Mangola, who come from Mayol, and Food Rock under siege, and they terrorize people, kill everybody, they dislodge Carbino to Abiyai. This is what's going to happen here. And this problem of Awul is going to be more disaster because Hussein Abdalbagi is accomplished to get a position. Any position will be given to Malong, will be given to the same Abdalbagi. So Merem will be closed, And also here, Bashir also will be arming in Mararim, Zekat, and coming in. Malwal Gernyang, they will be under siege, they will be killed, and the only one escape, survive, will fled to Central Africa. And this is what I want to know. Now there is no peace to be implemented. And you see the guy, the called professor, was talking with you today. David, you see what he was saying.
Is that the Taban guy? Is that the Taban guy? Where he's from?
No. He's from Riek Machar. He's been a militia from day one with the Paulino Mati. This is accomplice, and now he's happy. He don't want no America. So Io and Kir, they're gonna be going and go and kill everybody. They say when Deng Wol was in Bentiu, with the young Riak sector one, when they were brought, that's what they're gonna be doing in Madinga Ul. Now they find out they have a new friend, they knew a front line where they're gonna get killed. There will be no America, there will be no human rights abuses. That's what he was talking, this professor, that radical from Khartoum.
Very radical.
This war of Southern Sudan is far from over. This is what I told people all the time. Here, Southern Sudan is divided into two camps. There is a Western countries who are excluded in oil, and the resistant countries. Southern Sudanese who are in Khartoum nowadays are part of Khartoum, are part of Kir, are part of Riek Machar and Bashir and China. And we people in Australia, in Canada, this war is far from over. And this next war is going to be different. What I want to say here, before too late, the war is already looming on its way. People of Madinga, they're going to get killed. I know that. Here, situation will change. Situation will be changed, and there is no peace. I've been saying it all along from day one, that there was no peace, and now you will see. Southern Sudan is our country. Placenta of our grandmothers, we will never win that country war. But the reason Southern Sudan back off from Western countries, CPA, Khartoum was to be attacked. That's what forced, and that Jongkor done it. I don't know what professor was, he called himself Ustaz, and I just was wondering what even a retired teacher Ustaz cannot say such a thing to deny it. Even you have Anwar and Denka having a problem. It's a dictatorship. You and I, we are Denkas. We call Kir dictator, and I talk about genocide. The professor went too far, witching Southern Sudan. There are some tribe now, dictatorship of Kir, and name of Young Council of Elders, they're witching Southern Sudan to be taken by Arab. That's below standard for someone call himself into magister, ulum al-siyas al-alamiya.
International relationship.
Yeah, he contradict himself. Here is happy what I can tell in my own interpretation. If he knew how to fight, he should go and fight in Madinga Ul. He's going to kill women and children, but he will not make it back. To just run mouth is wrong. I don't support Salva Kiir commit atrocities that time, killing Nuer, and now using Nuer now against Madinga Ul. Even all there is own malicious accomplices like Twitch now are calling me conspiracy. My period where Division 3 to be moved is Twitch hometown, and his uncle Bona Malwal is the one doing this. What is so-called conspiracy? Yeah, Twitch is so disgusting. Why are you supporting? During the Carbino, our women were killed and children. I will not allow this was kill our people to be kill another woman and children again. I never see such of evil. I want you to bring another person. I was right that time that there is no peace come from Khartoum, and now everybody come to me here.
Thank you. Thank you, Tongyang.
And here now are together, and where we are killed, they're going to be paid back in Madinga Ul, and these people like Twitch are supporting it. Thank you. Bring someone else. Thank you.
It was good to have you, sir. Thank you so much, All right, that Tongyang, you hear his perspective, a lot of speculation, so many things. So let me go ahead and see who else, online. I have so long list. Okay, Maker, you are next. I'll bring you Maker. Then after that, Nyakon, I saw you also. Hopefully, the network will cooperate with Maker, but sometimes we have some issues.
Hello.
Maker, ahlan wa sahlan. Good to see you. Kefak?
الله يسلمك يا جونكور، مساء الخير يا اخي.
مساء النور
كل
وشكرا.
عام وانت بخير يا عشان
وانت
الكريسماس ده يكون كل شيء تمام.
ايوه that's why we need peace to be implemented لان they are behind the schedule 3 شهر و3 يوم behind.
نعم.
so
نعم.
اتفضل يا اخي مكير.
كويس، انا بشكرك يا اخي جونكور وكل المشاهدين على اتاحه هذه الفرصه.
نعم.
على اساس اقدر اساهم برايي واقول الشيء برضه البسيط اللي بقدر اقوله. اصلا احنا الان السلام مشى فيه 3 اشهر ونحن بنشوف يعني كل يوم ممكن يكون في تطور ولا ما بتطور. اولا يا اخي جونكور احنا المفروض نكون واقعيين. السلام الان هو سلام وقوه، لكن السلام محتاج لسند.
نعم.
محتاج لايادي برا على اساس تقدر تحمي السلام. الان احنا يعني نحن بنشاهد السلام، المجتمع الدولي رافع يده من السلام وخدت شروط معينه على اساس السلام ده يتم. والكلام ده ممكن يكون يعني شويه كده ممكن يعوق عمليه السلام، مخلي السلام ما يتقدم لقدام. المجتمع الدولي المفروض يشتغل عكس الكلام اللي بيقول فيه ده. يعني هسه الترويك يقول لك ان احنا سلامنا يعني احنا ما لنا ثقه في الجماعه دي. الجماعه دي وقعوا سلام قبل كده 2006 وفشلوا، ممكن يفشلوا في الفتره الجايه. يلا الفشل اللي احنا شايفينه الان هسه المعارضه في نفسه ذاته ما منسجم. الحكومه نسمع اليوم من الحكومه المعارضه في هجوم معاكس بين الطرفين. الكلام ده المفروض يوقفوه على اساس السلام يمشي في مساره يعني الصحيح. نحن الان يعني كمشاهدين او كمواطنين بنتابع السلام، نحن محتاجين لسلام شديد. يعني السلام بيجيب يعني بيرجع لنا كل الحاجات اللي فقدناها. الان نحن المواطنين تعبانين تعب شديد، الغالب هم ما بيحسوا بالكلام الزي ده. نحن على اساس نحن نعوض الامن لمواطنيننا ونجيب السلام المفروض يكون سلام حقيقي وسلام ملموس. يعني يكون الليله نحن بين الحركه الشعبيه في الحكومه والمعارضه يتفقوا اتفاق حقيقي يخطوا السلام ده تحت في الوطن، وعلى اساس الناس تقدر تتعامل وتقدر تتقدم. المجتمع الدولي هو شيء داير شنو؟ داير جديه. واحيانا برضه المجتمع الدولي جونكور بيكون بيتماطل مرات. المجتمع الدولي لما الدول عندها سياسات معينه ماشيين بها، انت لو مشيت عكس السياسه بتاعه يبقى انت شنو؟ العدو بتاعه. انا برضه في اخ اتكلم قبل شويه عن من موضوع المجتمع الدولي والدعم الامريكي لجنوب السودان، وامريكا يعني ممكن يوقف الدعم ويوقف كلام ممكن حقيقي. امريكا هو سيد العالم، كلامنا معروف. انت لو ما مشيت معه يبقى زي اللي انت بتصارع، يعني ممكن تكون فيل انت بتفار بالسارع لك في الفيل. الولايات المتحده لها يد كبير، وانت لو ما تطاوعت ولو ما تعاملت معه انت ما بتتقدم. ممكن يعني الليله يمشيك بجاي ويعارضك في حته ثانيه. لذلك نحن حكومتنا يعني نحن محتاجين نحن نعيد السياسه بتاعتنا مع الولايات المتحده الامريكيه على اساس يقدر يساعد. الان قبل اول امبارح جابوا واحد من الناس الامريكان ديل يتكلم عنهم، ديل حاولوا يعيدوا السياسه بتاعتهم تجاه افريقيا. وده الفرصه المفروض الناس تستغل الفرصه زي دي وتقدر تمرر اجنداتها. نحن ايوه الولايات المتحده هو بادر على اساس يتعامل سياسيا ويتعامل مع افريقيا عشان شاف الصين بقت توسع افريقيا. لذلك الولايات المتحده الامريكيه حاولت تعيد السياسه بتاعتها الخارجيه تجاه افريقيا. ده فرصه بالنسبه للجنوبيين، وهم ذكروا الجنوبيين بانه الجنوبيين دول المفروض نحن جنوب السودان يتعامل معه دوله مليانه فيها موارد كثيره وامريكا ممكن تستفيد.
Go ahead. Look like somebody called Makir. نأسف يعني. مكير ممكن نرسل تاني عشان نكمل كلامك قبل ما نجيب له تاني. مكير go ahead and send. مكير رسل. أنا ما أعرف حصل شنو يا مكير. مكير I'm calling you. أنا بتصل بك الآن. يا أنا قاعد أتصل بك الآن. قاعد أتصل بك الآن يا مكير. Go ahead and answer. Accept. وإلا النتورك ضعيف أنت ما قاعد تشوف. Makir? I don't know. معلش كنا نوقف فيها مشكلة يا مكر. أنا قاعد أسمعك وما قاعد أمشي. Can you put headphone?
Headphone?
Yes.
Yes. It makes some noises?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, let me see. All right.
All right.
All right.
You put
You put it.
No, not
No,
yet.
not yet. Not yet. Okay. But I can hear you very well.
Yeah, the
volume is itself.
not gonna let me do
Let
it.
me do it. But can they hear me very well? I can hear you very well. I don't have any problem.
But we want
to have.
because
Because I want to. I don't know why this thing is happening. Still?
yeah.
Yeah, still.
Okay, let me
you and then bring you back.
It might work in other ways. Yeah, try to set it up, Miyakol, with the headphone. I think it might be better, and I can bring you back. Let me go ahead and call this fellow. Really? But I was getting echo a lot. Yeah, set it back again. Miyakol. Makir, actually, network having a lot of problems because I'm trying to call you, but it's not. Okay, Miyako, let me try it this way now from here. So I'm calling you right now. Go ahead and answer.
Actually, I changed the phone, but I don't know.
People are still it's not just me.
It's not just me.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I changed actually my phone. I have another iPhone, and I changed it. I mean the other phone. You see, you can see it, but I don't know if it's from me or from you. You see?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. People.
Nothing.
Yes, I actually changed my phone. I get to another phone. Both of them are iPhones. أول حاجة أول شيء بقول بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ونحمده حمدا لا يوازي رحمته علينا وأنا بشكر كل المشاهدين وأنا بقول لهم كل عام وأنتم طيبين ويوم الشوم اللي هو يوم 15 شهر 12 في 2013 الحدث ما حدث الحمد لله ربنا مررها علينا يعني بسلام ومرينا بالسلام يعني وأنا بقول إنه جنوب السودان ما حيخش في حرب تاني. جنوب السودان خلاص ربنا أنقذ جنوب السودان من أي حروبات. والسلام ده سلام دائم بإذن الله إن شاء الله. لأنه البايبل بيقول شنو you receive what you believe. And that's what I believe I'm Miyakol Robdodi. This peace is a permanent peace and that our people will never suffer again. Even though there is some لقلقة كده لكن ربنا موجود ويجيب معنا. أنا بس أول حاجة داير أشكرك كمان يا أخوي جونكور. I want to thank you for bringing all these people and come and talk and we interact together. I will go straight to your topic, and then if I want to touch some basis about people who were talking, and I will touch later on.
But what I want to say, again, thank you for inviting me. In topic bitak is about this peace agreement. Is it between the government and the opposition, and the risk utakhir, and why we are behind 3 months? First of all, I want to say why behind 3 months. Today, first of all, I want to congratulate President Kiir, Dr. Riek Machar, and the people who signed the peace to bring peace to our people. And we want to thank them for doing this. Today, if you read what Dr. Riek Machar has said, Dr. Riek Machar today was actually urging the people of South Sudan to start actually reconciling among themselves. And that's what you should be doing right now. That's a part of implementation of the peace agreement. That peace, yes, we may be behind 3 months and 15 days or 3 days and all these things. But this is a peace. It's not a rental. Dama ijar bita bed, wala ijar bita loan. That's salam. ونحن لو صبرنا في الحرب الناس بتحاربوا لمدة 5 سنوات وصبرنا في الحرب وناس بحاربوا 22 سنة ولكن ما بنقدر نصبر بس 3 شهور ده اللي هو نحن bullet is silent and people are not fighting but the peace implementation is moving forward. لو شفت كلام تاع دكتور ريك مشار today talking about reconciliation among the people and meaning that these people are working very hard. ياكل في كلام انت قلته انا داير ارجع لكلام انت قلته انا عارفك. قبل انت قلت كلام كويس جدا لما اخوي يعني ستيفن لوال اتكلم كلام كويس الليله اول مره اتفق معه برغم ستيفن لوال زمان كان قاعد يقول مياكل لما انا قاعد اقول يا جماعه peace without دكتور ريك مشار is not a peace. كان ستيفن لوال اخوي زمان بيقول يا مياكل كلامك ده في الروضه زي ما كان بيقولوا. لكن ستيفن لوال today the way he spoke هو يتكلم كلام كويس وده كلام بتاع سلام. وزول من الناس اللي بدعم السلام. فانت قبل قلت له كلام كويس قلت ليه نحن بنتكل للدعم الخارجي؟ ليه حكومه ما يطلع قروش؟ انت قلت ليه نعتمد بالدعم الخارجي ليه؟ معناته خلاص يا جماعه السلام ده نحن زادنا we want it to become our peace. كويس معك؟ هنا طيب اذا كان الموضوع بتاع فاندنج انت قلته ده يا اخي ذات الفاندنج الخارجي ولا المساعده من الخارج بعد كده انتهى. الحمد لله our leaders they accepted peace. Dr. Riek Machar is committed to peace. President Kiir is committed to peace. Yalla baad can be slow, it is okay. Let us, but we as a people, as long as these people are slow, let us reconcile as the people of as the South Sudanese people from now on. So peace will come among us أول حاجة عشان ما يكون في division. أنا سمعت كلام بتاع عمر إسحاق قبل وأنا برضه في topic بتاعك برضه أنا سامع قال ليه إنه أسود بار غزال إنه ليه طلعوا من الايو وانضموا لهنا. وسويد بار غزال ما طلعوا. ده بروباغندا وكلام ده ما صح. ده الناس دايرين بس يعني برجلوا السلام ده وما يحصل. وسويد بار غزال ما طلعوا من الايو. ده بروباغندا ده ما في دليل. والحمد لله تكتبوا they decided ما في دليل بكلام ده. وفي زول الناطق الرسمي بتاع اسود بار غزال انا اسود غرب بار غزال انا اتكلمت معاهم قبل شويه وموجود معنا هنا. كويس؟ فلذلك انه السلام ده بتاعنا نحن. لكن شيء انا شايفه قبلت مشيت دخلت في مناوشات مع اخوي في دعم الامريكي وما دعم الامريكي وانا سامع كلام بتاع ايمانويل قبل انت بتقول انه بيزا كانوا نقول زمان ده ما جنوين كانوا البيزا فشل. وذاتس what you guys looking for انه بيزا قوم يفشل تقول يا ده كلام زمان قاعد نقوله يا ده انه بيزا ما فشل. البيزا يا جماعه 3 شهور يا اخوي جونكور 3 شهور. ده فرصه برضه. نعم go ahead.
I apologize. If you have headphones, so good. So I don't have echo.
No, I'm hearing you. I don't know man. Is it from? I think it's from your side. أنا ما أعرف في حاجة أنت مفتوحة عندك هناك. I don't know. لكن
no, it happened to some phone when I
don't know.
You know. Okay. Now I don't have it.
كده كيف؟
Yeah, كده كويس. That's what I have been asking you to do for quite a bit.
Okay.
Now we don't have.
Okay.
Well, miracle. Yes. نحن كنا قاعدين نقول يا أخي we need genuine peace. نحن ما دايرين نرجع للحرب. نحن ما دايرين we want it to be inclusive. That's what we have been asking. When we say that, نحن بيتهمونا بيقول يا أخي sabotaging peace وناس دي أعداء سلام وما أعداء سلام. نحن ما بنقدر نكون عدو السلام. لأن في النهاية عندنا relative. We have relative in South Sudan. and we want them to enjoy, you know, not to run from one place to another place. عشان كده أنا قاعد أقول يا جماعة خلي حاجة ده يكون إنه النهاية، لأن أنتوا حاربتوا من أجل يكون في justice, liberty, prosperity، ويكون في استقرار للبلد. So it's real. أنا كنت قاعد أتكلم قاعد أقول يا جماعة الخطوات المفروض يكون كذا وكذا. كل زول عنده نظرية. أنا ابن البلد، أنا غيور بلدي. I have my perspective. People should take that to account, right? So it doesn't mean that actually that's what we want. We want the peace to fail. No. أنا ما قاعد أتمنى إنه أنا بتمنى أصلاً إنه بلدي يستقر ويكون في free way ويكون في حاجات كويس عشان المواطن يكون يكون في رفاهية. That's what we want to happen in our country. So the نقطة اللي أنا كلمت فيها ليه؟ أنا كلمت عن الموضوع ده دعم. إنه implementation of peace agreement and دعم. نعم، نحن عارفين comprehensive peace agreement was funded by Troika, by United States and دول تانيين. نحن هسه ما بنتكلم عن comprehensive peace agreement بتاعته. نحن قاعدين نتكلم عن شنو؟ عن peace اللي انمضت في خرطوم. Right؟ أنا مرة فعلا أنا قلت شنو؟ I like شخصيا أنا قلت يا أخي لو كان نحن we are criticizing things that are not done right. It is because people are thinking that we are against peace. Okay, let us support this. But we're gonna keep our eye on it. If anything is going wrong, we have to go and say no. This is not should be that way. We have to put our effort. People have to do it. The leaders have to do their job. So now, when you said that it's not a rent, I know yes, you live here in the United States. I live in the United States. If you are late for your rent, you will find a note in your house. When you used to live in an apartment, if you pass day number 5, day 6, and then the note will be in your apartment that you need to evict. That's the threatness. Of course, this is not a rent, but brother, we have people in this place, we have people in refugees, and then if the warring parties are committed, we want to bring lasting peace to our people. So what is preventing then? Why are we delaying the process? Are we delaying 1 month? Are we delaying 1 week? Are we delaying 2 weeks? The reason I talk about Dam al-Khariji, why South Sudanese government should not rely on Troika and those, because Troika actually, they have a bad experience with us. In 2015 peace agreement, we have some representation. Government has some representation, and peace was not implemented. Now they said these are the same people. We are worried they are not going to do this. If they are committing this time to do this, this is what we are going to do. Troika Galung Kalas, you need to put $100 million on peace account. And we are going to match that up. Akuma wafat. Those negotiators, they wafat. I put $1 million account, and then we are going to follow through. And then the other dam come in al-Kharij. Now, انت لو شايف الخارج ده زي ما انت قلت يا اخي في تحديات وفي كلام منولو من دول الخارج. Why are you not doing it? Because you have money. That's what I'm asking. كمواطن. What I'm asking, we are producing oil. We are producing oil. Why the government is not taking some money, okay, to fund لجان عشان يقدر يتحركوا؟ لأن حتى الدكتور جاك مشارك يتكلم. He's waiting for budget. They are all waiting for budget. Why are we not doing the right thing? That's the question, my brother. Nothing more than that. You got my point?
I got your point. But أنا طبعا هتكلم طبعا that question is a very good question to ask the two parties. لكن أنا هتكلم كإنسان يعني بنظر الأشياء بنظرة تاني وببحث وبفتش. أول حاجة يعني في 3 شهور يعني ده فترة صغيرة جدا. 3 شهور ده شوف الفترة ذاته شو تمين ما مضوا الاتفاقية. هم ذات لما جا في جوبا وتاني مشوا هناك وحتة بتاع التسكين بتاعهم ذاته وكلام ده كله it take time. 3 شهور ده وقت قصيرة جدا. وقت قصير ليه؟
هم يوافقوا 3 شهور ما أنا ولا أنت.
ما 3 شهور ما عندهم وقت لحد شهر 5. عندهم وقت لحد شهر 5. وقت بتاعهم لسه ما انتهى لحد ما الجيش بعد كده يمشي ينظموه لحد ما يجيبوه لحد شهر 5 يجوا. كويس معك؟ أنا شيء داير أشوف إنه احنا دايرين نصبر لانه شيء انا جيت شفت قبل في جوطه هنا انا شايفها. لو انت شفت قبل جبت ايمانويل ده زول ضد السلام من البدايه. كويس معك؟ ايمانويل اجاوين. انت جبت قبل زول اسحاق زول تاع ملونج اون. وانا صراحه عشان اوريك من هنا ده انا ملونج ده وزول تاع سلام. حتى قبل ناس قام بيقولوا قال عندنا جيش. انا قبل I was disappointing في governor لما قاعد يتكلم قبل وزول جوي ناس ملونج اون ما زول يحارب. انا اتكلمت مع ملونج اون on the phone 3 ways مع somebody. ملونج اون ده زول تاع سلام ودار سلام. ملونج اون is not for war to be honest with you. لكن شيء انا شايفه من الناس انه في ناس كده بشوف نفسهم انه they are not included in peace. يا اخي why do you want to be included؟ عشان يدوك position؟ عشان انت يدوك position ولا عشان شنو؟ طيب peace لو مضى طيب ما let us support it all of us يلا بعد كده انت لو داير بوزيشن في زول قبل قال انه قبل تونجان قاعد يتكلم، تونجان قاعد يقول يا اخي انه اسد حسين عبد الباقي البوزيشن كان المفروض كان يدل ملون اون بدل حسين عبد الباقي يا تو بوزيشن بدل ملون اون مشى بقى شيف اوف ستاف، يا تو بوزيشن ثاني بنشوف انه يدل ملون اون يا يرجع يكون شيف اوف ستاف يا ملون يكون وزير دفاع، لانه خلاص في الجيش هو خلاص طلع من الجيش وصل انه بقى شيف اوف ستاف خلاص. ده محل كبير جدا، ما ممكن ترجعوا تاني تقول تديو محل ناس هنا. ده الكلام ده كلام غير منطقي. فان احنا يا جنوبيين يعني صراحه ده كلام ده اقول للناس. حتى كلام بتاع ديفيد قبل، انتوا قبل اتفقت مع ديفيد ده راجل يعني ده كادر سياسي ما زول ساهل، يعني ده زول يعني ملم بيعرف السياسه. حتى قبل في موضوع بتاع دعم الامريكا ده ما قاعد يتكلم عن كلام فارغ. انتوا ما اديتوا فرصه، بس ديفيد انت ما اديته فرصه.
انا اديته فرصه يا مياكول، معلش ما قطعت.
نعم.
انا اديته فرصه يا مياكول. الليله ده لو سالتك يا اخي بس يعني مثلا قدام ربنا انا لو سالتك الزول وعمل لك حاجه كويس مهما كان الانسان ده بقى ما تنكر يا اخي. السودان لايف لاين ده رافيجيز والناس النازيين يا اخي. الجلابه بيجي بيدوا بام في المدن والناس بيجروا في الاعراق. اوكي الدعم اللي كان بيجي لليو ان من امريكا يجد اغاثه للناس وياكلوا الناس، حتى اتفاقيه كومبريهنسيف بيس اجريمنت لو امريكا ما وقفت فيها مياكول قول كلام صح قدام ربنا كان سلام ده حصل كان يتحقق.
شوف نقول لك
انا I asked him this question لكن he didn't want
yes. ما هو كمان زول سياسي والسياسيين عندهم رد معين. مياكول هسه بخش معك ستريت.
No, it doesn't matter you know. زول
انا ما فاهمه
بحقيقه. go ahead.
انا بس كلام ده اقوله لك يعني انا امبارح اتكلمت في حته بتاع الابريشيشن وده ايه بتاع جنوبين وي دونت ابريشيت، وكلام ده امبارح عملت فيه فيديو وي دونت ابريشيت، وكلام ده انا ضد الزول اللي ما بعمل ابريشيشن. الزول كان مدلك بس يده بس سي ثانك يو، قال لي ان شكرتم لازيدنكم، وربنا دائما بيقول يا جماعه قال ان احنا in everything we need to give thanks. ان شكرتم لازيدنكم. ده صفات بتاع جنوبين ما قاعد بشكره، ده حاجه انا عارفينه. خليك من ده حاجات كثيره جدا كويس معك. هسه الناس قاعدين هنا ما شايفين الحاجه الكويسه الزول بيعملوا، ده حاجه انا بعرفه. امريكا عشان وقفت معنا دي حاجه ما بننكرها، لكن ديفيد كان داير يقول شنو؟ انه صح يا جماعه وقفت امريكا معنا دي وقفه، يعني دي وقفه زي وقفه دي انه لما تمشي للدكتور هنا في امريكا تقول I need help، يعني you seek help from the doctor لكن it's not free. It's not free. He's helping you لكن at the same time you're paying them. يعني it's a mutual relationship. أمريكا مستفيدة من جنوب السودان هتستفيد ونحن برضه بنستفيد، لكن in the end of the day we are helping each other.
It's okay.
You can accept. Yes. فدي الحتة هنا أن احنا كمان لازم ننظر للحتة دي. فأنا ما أقدر أخش في الشؤون بتاعت أمريكا ساعدتنا وما ساعدتنا، ده ما بوينت بتاعي، في حاجات كتير هناك، لكن داير أقول إنه الكلام بتاعي خلاصة بتاع الكلام بتاعي كله let us give this please peace a chance. 3 شهور ده هم لسه behind لكن the bullet is silent. Our people are not dying. It's better than إنه نكونوا قاعدين 5 سنة وكان الناس قاعدين بيشاكلوا. It's better إنه كان نحن ما عارفين ذاته مصير السلام ده يكون شنو لما كان دكتور هيك مشار قاعد في South Africa. Good things are going. أما موضوع بتاع التهديدات من الخارج ده كلام ده أقوله لكم صراحة كده. أن احنا عارفين إنه في أمريكا there is no help for free. أي حاجة أمريكا عندها مصلحة ودول ترايق عندهم مصلحة ما يحددوا جنوبين، ما جنوبين ذاته let them prove them wrong. خلي ده دكتور هيك مشار without fun. ده فان دارين بو شنو؟ فان تا شنو؟ حركه الشعبيه زمان قال ياكلوا في اي حاجه، كان ده موضوع تاع فان قال الناس يمشوا جوه الفنادق ويعملوا بتاع ده، they can break that cycle. اول شيء الحكومه صح شايفين ده يضغطوا على الحكومه، والحكومه ليوم الليله انا قاعد اقول انه الحكومه بتاع جنوب السودان ده بقت حكومه مؤسسه. الفكير ما يهدد لازم نديه كريدت ان الرجل ده قدر يبوت الكانتري was breaking apart بوار. بلد يعني موظفين ذاته شغالين في الحكومه، يعني ببدا انا ببدا بالراجل اللي قبل جبته بتاع الحركه الشعبيه اللي هم SPLA. انا I want to salute them from here. كل الناس اللي خدموا مجانا، حتى الموظفين، حتى الاعضاء بتاع برلمان اليوم ده توجد عملت جوتا قال ادوم $40,000، ناس عندهم قريب سنتين ما صرفوا، لو جادوا $40,000 وانت عندك سنتين ما صرفت وما عندك قروش من ادى $40,000 قاعد تعمل كم في شهر؟ كل الموظفين الصبروا في جنوب السودان والجيش الشعبي صبروا ما عندهم قروش كان، واننا عارفين ليه الحكومه كان ما عندها قروش. اننا عارفين يا جماعه مؤسسات البترول قاعد يتكلم فوق دي يا جونكور، انا اشتغلت فيها، انا اشتغلت في طارجاس، اشتغلت في هجليج، اشتغلت في تور، ومناطق ده كله كانوا برجلوها كله. لما الحرب ده قام يعني الدكتور هيك مشار شاهد الكلام ده، دكتور هيك مشار قبل كده قاعد يتكلم في منطقه بتاعت البترول وعطل مناطق بتاعت البترول، هو ذاته ضربهم ذاته وبيعرف الكلام ده كويس. معناته هنا معناته لما تعطل البترول حكومه ما عندها مصدر. هسه لما السلام ده موضوع انت شفت طوالي انه توت كاو وستيفن ديو وهنا قام مشى خرطوم ومشى مضوا اتفاقيه. عشان يجي يعملوا صيانه عن ابار البترول. تعرف البير الواحد بكلف كم؟ البير الواحد ساكن عشان يصونوها دي قروش كثيره جدا. let us accept the truth. فنحن كده ما نستعجل. الحاجه الكويسه اللي عندنا سلام موجود.
انا موافق معك، انا موافق
أيوة.
معك، ما نستعجل. لكن يا مياكون تذكروا كده نحن لما نقول يا جماعه حاجه دي يعملوا كده ويعملوا كده ويعملوا كده، عشان انا ما ده ينزل ثاني بكره يجي يعمل جوده للناس في الشارع هناك. انا عاوزين نستقر. اوكي انا وعدت، انا قلت يا اخي we will support this peace. لكن if something not going right we have to talk about it. لان ده من ده بيصلي العذراء ذاته. لان الليله ده just you give somebody a pass and then he's doing everything and nobody's checking him, they are not telling him this thing is not right. بنوموا بيعملوا زي ما عايزين تاني يعملوا. And that's the job that we are doing here. 3 months بعد شويه لو اديناهم 3 months يمكن تاني يعمل delay 6 months وبعد شويه يعمل delay more and then we will get nowhere.
ما خلينا نصبر. مع ان احنا كمان اهم حاجه انه صح فعلا انت قبل قلت كلام كويس انه عندنا ناس في IDP camps. طبعا peace is a process. طبعا peace ده is a process. ده ما حاجه بتتم طوالي. كده شوف CPA عشان نجي نخش بعدين في حاجه اسمه كان say hi to uncle.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. خلاص can you go now?
Good to see you.
Yeah. بالمناسبه البدي اسمها تي وتي ده بركه. هسه جا سلم عليكم ده معناه جايب لكم السلام زاد. اسمها تي
ده خير.
اتينا النليك بير وقام جا قاعدين ده لانه ده سلام اصلا. ده نحن الناس يعني سلام. اتي برتان الدين كماناته يا جماعه بركه او نعمه. فهنا يا جونكور شوف احنا كمان ما نظلم يا جماعه الحكومه دي. يا جماعه الحكومه دي تعبت يا جونكور كده. اننا في امريكا عندنا حاجه قاعد نقول كده put yourself in my shoes. كده شوف سلفا كير ما يادي في وقت انه الدوله انشقت. وكلام دي قبل قالوا جفرنر قبل قال يا جماعه الحكومه دي احنا ما حكومه بتاع دينكا. وناس كان بيتهمونا نحن يا كنا قاعدين هنا لو كان حكومه بتاع دينكا ما كنا ناس مرتاحين. لكن ده كله مصطلحات كان بيستعملوها ساكت بس لبروباغندا عشان يقدر الناس يصلوا اهدافهم. لكن الحمد لله الناس كله يعرف انه الحكومه دي ما حكومه بتاع دينكا. الحكومه دي ما حكومه بتاع دينكا. دي حكومه بتاع حركه شعبيه ومحلفين بتاعهم حسب الاتفاقيه بتاع المؤتمر الوطني وباقي الاحزاب الثانيين ديل. كويس معك؟ فنحن هنا كمان نشوف انه الحكومه بذلت جهود عشان يخلي الدوله موجوده. يكون عندنا دوله اسمها جنوب السودان وسلفا كير ما يادي ده تعب. اي زول انا بيتحداه لو كان في موقع بتاع سلفا ده يا كان انتحر يا كان اصلا انشرد يا كان الدوله وقعت في واطه. لكن لانه ليه اكعب حاجه في الدنيا ده انه you are allies the people that you're fighting with for a long time في بارتي بتاعك and they betray you is very dangerous. لكن in the end of the day ان احنا عندنا سلام هسه. فكيف نقول كلام ده كيف؟ انه كده ندي السلام ده فرصه. كويس معك؟ اول شيء التاخير الفاندنج. كويس معك؟ انت قلت امداق يا اخي في 2015 انه كان هم الناس التراك ما عندهم ثقه. قال ما واثقين النازل ما حينفذوا تعليم. لان قال في 2015 هم كان مشوا وعملوا اتفاقيه ومشوا عملوا العمل اللي عملوها دي. لكن في حاجه كمان مع الثقه كمان هنا. سلفا كير ميادي في 2015 رفض سلام بكلمه واحده. رفض في جوبا قال انا سلامنا ما بنداو. مشى في كينيا في اديس ابابا قال انا ما بنداو. ده زول عنده كلمه بتاعته. لكن الدور ده نفس الانسان قال انا قبلت السلام. معناته نفس الزول لو رفض والناس كلهم شهود. حتى توم سيرولو عارف انه سلفا كير قال ما دار سلام. كويس ما سلفا كير قال ما دار سلام. لكن سلفا كير دور قال هو دار سلام وعمل انفايتيشن لريق مشهر في جوبا. وريق مشهر شاهد قال انا جيت في جوبا يا ده جيت من غير اي حاجه. ودكتور شانسون قال ان احنا جينا السلام حتى لو كان قالوا ودونا بلو هاوس وجو والناس كله شهود. معناته السلام ده سلام اكشولي لو نازل سي فعلا. ان وي جنوبين لو الناس سي فعلا عندنا وطنيه في قلوبنا يا جماعه خلينا نتواحد ونمشي بكلام الدكتور مشار قالوا ده. let us start let us do reconciliation among us. let us bring the trust. let us build the trust among ourselves عشان الدوله بتاعنا كيف. اما ما نتكل لكلام في زول قبل قال انه امريكا ده ماكير قال امريكا ده سيد العالم. يا جماعه ده مصطلح غير صحيح. سيد العالم ده شيطان. عالم ده دوله شيطان. امريكا دي عباره عن دوله غاره وتوحدت فالسبب ما نحن المفروض ننظر السبب خلى امريكا تكون قويه شنو. انا بوريك يا ناي. انا لما ودوني في العراق انا مذكر في شهر 7 في شمس سخن جدا. يعني العراق بالمناسبه من اسخن الدول في العالم. شالونا من بغداد كان في مشاكل كده حصل وانتم عارفين كله كان في انه جنوب امريكا جنوب بغداد جنوب العراق كان مدينه للبريطانيين. فجاه في حاجات كده حصل هناك اشياء هناك قام جابونا في كجيش الامريكي كدعم سريع. جينا
Go ahead. Look like somebody call you. Forgot now. All right, it looked like somebody called you Miracle. So if you are there, just send it in so you can wrap it up. Jana, I want to move to the next person. So it's not there. Jacob, go ahead and wrap it up. It looks like Idol Nadak, Idol is a bit. Wrap it up down and then I'll come to the
هاي معلش. فالسبب ان احنا ننظر السبب اللي خلى امريكا تكون دوله قويه هي يا جماعه لما شفت شمالي كده لما جينا كجيش امريكي العراقيين زادوا بقى يبشروا يعني كيف جدا قال للمقاتل. انا قلت شنو خلى امريكا ليه الناس ما بيحبوا الجيش الامريكي ده؟ شنو خلى امريكا تكون دوله كده قويه كده؟ عينت لشمالي ده هو اصلا لاتينو، الثاني ده واحد اسيوي اصله اسيوي، وانا اصلي افريقي، وفي انسان ابيض. الدايفرسيتي اللي خلى امريكا يا جماعه تكون قويه قبول نفسهم. امريكا دي يا جماعه ما عندها قبيله، ده السبب خلى امريكا زي ما تسموها بمصطلحات انه هي يعني سيد العالم. يا جماعه ده القوه. انا لو ما توحدنا كجنوبيين ونقبل انفسنا، لانه هسه الشيء انا شايفه في السياسه ده يا جماعه ما نغش جنوبيين. الناس اللي شايف بيتكلم ديل شايف ناس عمر اسحاق قبل، حتى قبل اخوي بيقول يا اخي انه ملونغ اون يمشي يحارب في اويل ويودوا يحارب في اويل. ليه نحن نتمنى حاجه بطاله تمشي في اويل؟ ما في حرب تمشي في اويل، ما في حرب ثاني، ما نحن ما بنقبل انه حروبات ثاني. جنوب السودان ما نتحارب ثاني. فنحن حتى الجفرنر قبل قاعد نطلع سلفه. انا يا جماعه قلت لكم يا جماعه تطلع سلفه ليه؟ يا جماعه سلفه ده ما في ما ننفذ الاتفاقيه وسلفه يطلع بالاتفاقيه انه نحن عندنا انترم بيريد وبعدين نمشي للانتخابات ونقوم نطلعه. فيا جماعه الاسلوب بتاعت الهروبات ده الناس زي اللي دايرين نخشوا في السلطه، لانه انا شايف انه بيبل ار ليفت اوت عشان اي زول داير يدخل راسه جوا هناك. ما نبرجل يا جماعه حياه بتاعت المواطنين بتاعنا نبقى كاذيب وعشان الناس دايرين مصالح شخصيه. نحن لو دايرين الحقيقه الطريقه الوحيد نقدر نطلع بها سلفه انه يا جماعه الاتفاقيه لازم تنفذ. فشوشره الثانيه قاعد بيعملوا ده كله ده كلام زي ده ما بمشي لقدام. احنا قاعد ناخر وقاعد نخلي المواطنين بتاعنا يعانوا. احنا let us give this peace agreement a chance and let us support it fully as a people of South Sudan. بعد كده لو عندك بعد كده النوايا بتاعتك وده تكون رئيس، اعملوا بنفس الطريقه الجاي بول قاعد يعملوا هسه اسمه بولجاي، مش البولجاي قاعد يعملوا ده. بولجاي قاعد يعملوا ده نون فايلنت بيرسون برغم ما مش سجل زي بنفس الطريقه سوزان جامبو قاعد يعملوا بنفس الطريقه اللي عملوا جوزيف باكاسورو. يا جماعه كده بدنا نمشي. لكن الناس دايرين يقولوا يا اخي امريكا ما عملت ونادا. لا امريكا دي دوله قايمه بذاتها. احنا جنوب السودان ممكن يكون احسن من امريكا لانه شافوا المثل من امريكا، ممكن يكون من احسن من الدوله ثانيه اذا توحدنا وعرفنا السر اللي خلى امريكا تكون دوله كده. فانا داير اشكرك يا اخوي جونكور تجبتني، وداير اشكر كل جماعه الجو هناك. لكن يا جماعه اللغه بتاعت الحرب ده لازم بتجيف، وكلام ده انا قلته كثير وتكرارا ونادى. ما في زول بيقدر ينتصر على حكومه جنوب السودان بالحرب ثاني، ما في. الحرب يا جماعه كلام ده اقول لكم، الحرب قام يشيلوا ده ما قام يشاكلوا مع حكومه، بيمشي بيضربوا بيوت بتاع مواطنين، بيمشي بيضربوا قرى عشان يشردوا المواطن عشان يقول بعد كده يا جماعه الناس تعبانين. بيحددوا الحكومه بدمار البنيه التحتيه بتاعت الحكومه عشان انه يضغطوا على الحكومه. ده واحد. في جانب الحكومه ذاته حكومه ملتزمه بالاتفاقيه. انت شفت الحاصل في داخل المعارضه سرزمه في وقت الحاصل ده، معناته الكلام ده نلوم الاشاره نقول للمعارضه يتوحدوا، تعالوا براي واحد، تعالوا بسلام. لو دارين سلطه نحن شعب بنجيبكم. فشكرا لك يا اخوي جنكور، وشكرا لكل المشاهدين ولزعماء المعارضه وللحكومه. شكرا لكم لانه جبتوا لنا سلام، والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله تعالى وبركاته. ويعني كل عام وانتم بخير.
شكرا يا مياكل، شكرا كنت معنا في Concerned Citizens. Thank you. Okay. So let me go ahead here, and it looks like we have more people now on the thing. I saw your request as well. Ustad Nelbol, again, I will bring you. Let me go ahead and bring this lady because she has been waiting for quite a bit. Makir, I saw you also. You sent in a request. All right, welcome to Concerned Citizen of South Sudan, Apuk. We don't see your face, but it's okay. Go ahead with your perspective as well.
Hey, Jongkor, how are you? And hello to all our viewers. Thank you for joining us today. As always, you're doing a great job in sharing or inviting people to express their views and opinions on issues that are affecting our country. About the whole concept of beyond, revitalization, I think it is really slowing down. We're not hearing a lot in terms of what is happening and where we're going from here. One of our brothers mentioned down there that there's difference between reconciliation and implementation of the peace agreement, and I do agree. There's a big difference. Yes, we can reconcile amongst ourselves as South Sudanese. However, if this peace revitalization is not implemented properly, we're more likely to relapse and we will have further problems. To me, as an individual, there's so much that is not right about this whole concept of revitalization. I know that deep down.
Sorry. Look up, because it's still early there in their place in Australia. It's very early morning, so I don't blame anyone if they don't show on the picture at this time. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, so really, I feel like a lot of issues are not being addressed. The wound is still open, but we're trying to put a bit of patches on it just to cover it. And this is my main concern. If we really want peace in South Sudan to prevail, we need real peace. We need genuine peace. We don't want peace of positions. We don't want peace of interest, because we're more likely to go back to war in the nearest future. I know Junubin don't like to hear this. Every time people talk about this peace not being genuine, everyone is like, no, you're anti-peace, you're anti-peace, you don't like peace, that's why you're talking like this. But in reality, there are some people out there that can look through this nonsense and say, look, this is not really what our people want right now. This is not what they want. It's not for people to be accommodated for. That's not what we're looking for. So, but however, we can just give this a try. Let's see how we go. But deep down, I know that the issues of the country are not really in our hands. The solutions currently are not in our hands. There are people driving it. However, as Junubin, all I can say is I think the most important thing is for us to have peace amongst ourselves in our heart. You know, say things like
one of the reason, Apu, to let you conclude. One of the reasons we raise this question. Why are we delayed 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 3 months? Today is 15 December. 3 months and 3 days exactly. And if we really want to implement this peace, letter and spirit, why do we have to wait for a foreign aid then? If Troika are not, Troika already put, they have made it clear. You come up with $100 million and we will match it up. And if you are not able to do that, then we are not. So why not using the oil money and implement this peace? Because our people are suffering.
Exactly. Why do we have to rely so much on others in order for us to have our own peace? I don't get it. If this is what they want, I'm pretty sure all Junubin around the world, we can afford to raise $100 and something million. It's not difficult. If that is exactly what we need in order for peace to be brought to our people. But do we really need this money? Why can't we just implement this peace? Why do we need to have finances in order for this to happen? Okay, if we were organizing things like elections and, in the upcoming years, that's understandable. That does need finances. But with this peace, why can't our brothers just go to Juba and be accommodated by the government? In a sense that if we have a little that we have right now, just give it to them. So really, I don't understand why we are always out here. The same foreigners that we don't want in the country are the same foreigners we're always turning up to and saying things like, oh, but we don't have money. We don't need finances. We don't need fundings. All we need is peace, and we don't need money in order for us to have peace. We decided to have CPA. We didn't have all this money. Yes, we were helped by everyone around the world. But right now, all we need is for our Junubin all over the world. If this is what we need, if it is money, why can't we just raise some funds, in order for us to achieve this, if that is the case? However, yes, it is delaying. Our people are waiting curiously. We want peace to prevail in the country, and we need it really quick. it's not just about these guys going back into the country and that's about it. It's about us seeing a process of, you know, these very transparent peace transitioning period. That's what we want to see. I think we're all sick and tired of war where everyone wants to just live in a very happy moment. So yeah, I'm not up for all this nonsense of we don't have funding. It's just excuses to keep on dragging and dragging, and then people are going to get frustrated, and then we're going to have another problem, and we don't want that, you know, because it will be a long way. Yeah.
No problem. Apuk, I know that it's too early in the morning there in Sydney, but thank you so much for coming in and adding your perspective as well. If you want to add any last words, you know, before I let you go ahead with that.
Yeah, the last thing I would probably say is just for our brothers and sisters out there to have peace in their hearts and in their minds. We might be all from different tribes, and that's understandable, but we all have one common goal and vision, and that is we are Junubian, we're South Sudanese, and what we want is just to live in harmony. And no one will bring that to us. It is not the foreigners that will do it. It's not America. It's not China. It's us. We're the ones that can look after ourselves and protect ourselves. We need to put our interests first as South Sudanese, not my interests as a Dinka or a Nuer or Equatorians, tribes of Equatorians. So let's have peace and let's preach peace, and that's about it. Thank you. Thank you, Jongkor.
No problem. Thank you. Try to have a good day there. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
All right, then. Thank you.
Okay, Jamal, let me go ahead and see through my line now. I still have very, very long line. People here requesting. Bakir, actually, I tried to bring you so you can finish your thought. Bakir, the network didn't allow me. I said I got a person big. Go ahead. Bakir, I'm calling you. Malaysia, Bakir, it looked like something wrong with
Hello.
Hello, Sasakan. How are you?
Okay, Shala Kwais.
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing very well. Good to see you one more time.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I think so. You know.
Yeah, I attended part of it. I think I'm really very impressed with the debate. But what is fellow citizens should understand is that there is an agreement signed by all parties, and but as it is always, there is no political will. In IO, we have developed a new strategy of not complying. We want to take the country back to war. We want South Sudanese to learn by themselves. And this is the realism that there is no political will on the ground. Last week, I raised the issue of why we don't really care about the state of emergency, which have been imposed on the country. We are just putting the government on the task to realize that we are for peace. But we know it is the government which is going to be the loser at the end of this free transitional period, because if you don't lift the state of emergency, then you are not going to have investors in the country, and you are not going to have a stable security situation in the country. So I believe the situation is going to backfire on the government. But the whole thing, we believe, is that the government have no political will to implement this agreement. It is now 3 months, people are in the containment area, they don't have food, and we are not complaining. Because at the end of the day, these are South Sudanese, they will find food for themselves in the long run. So I think those who are pushing for peace, they should understand that peace is not just a song, it is a political commitment. If anybody in South Sudan believes that there is a way we can achieve peace, we want to work for it. But there is no commitment from the government side. I'm not negative, but this is the reality. It is easy to divide people. It is easy, like what the government of Sudan did in 1997 during the Khartoum Peace Agreement. It divided into small groups in order to achieve a very cheap propaganda that they have signed the agreement. The agreement collapsed because if you divide the opposition, then you are not going to achieve what you want to achieve. And we all know how Khartoum Peace Agreement collapsed. So this agreement, in my opinion, may collapse if the government doesn't change its attitude, because this idea of dividing, it is now today, it is sour. Tomorrow it is going to be OPP, other political parties. There are process of dividing them. And then maybe next year, it is IO, they may even move to IO to split it into a smaller groups. But if you divide any group, you will not achieve political results at the end of the transitional period. We will go back to war and the government is a loser. I think our government should learn from what happened in Khartoum Peace Agreement. When the group is split from SPLA and they come to Khartoum here, they did not achieve anything. And I think this is what is going to happen. The soldiers are now in containment. Why are they not getting food? And we are producing oil. Even from the donors, can we not borrow money from companies and feed these soldiers? Because the whole thing was about that. We have so many army, the IO have a private army. Now we don't have a private army. Why are you not feeding them? So I believe we want South Sudanese to learn by themselves and come to the conclusion that it is not, the problem is not IO. And then again, we are forgetting the real problem. The real problem, are we going to have election or not? Because it looks like it is something that cannot be taught. Because at the end of the day, we have this war because of the power transfer. Somebody is sitting somewhere and do not want to be challenged and do not want to go to election. Are we going to go or not? If there are no genuine reasons, then we have to wait for another issues to come. But I want to assure the public that this time around it will not be IO as a movement, but it will be others who may come up with the issues of the lands, because the government is not willing to debate the issue of the land, because the government was requesting that we discuss the issue of 32 states at the background of one-on-one, and then we come with a conclusion. But up to now, they did not form a committee for dialogue. So we have to go for what we have agreed in the agreement. So I believe the problem is not peace. The problem is that there is a lack of political will, and this is what we are supposed to focus. We may even have new rebels movement in the region, in the country, if the issues are not addressed. The government is not paying salaries and is not implementing peace. What are they doing with money? Because up to now, I know in most of the states, they have not been paid for 6 months. Why? Well, some soldiers, they deserted their position because they were not paid. So if you don't pay salaries, how do you expect peace to happen? So I believe, Jongkor, let us just try to focus on the political way.
Ustad Elbol, again, you raised a very good question. You said this peace may collapse because of lack of political will. And one of the reasons that I continue to talk about peace every time on all these, episodes, is because last time when I said this peace is not genuine, people were on my neck saying that I'm sabotaging, I'm against peace, but I'm not against peace in reality. I want things to go in the right way. Now, what in the world all of a sudden you are being asked to pay $100 million, and then the other part, the trader, they will come up, match it up, and you don't want to do that. At the same time, you are producing oil. Why not using the money that you are producing oil to fund this peace, if you really have that political will, that as you put it clearly, and now all of a sudden, yes, the SPLA, the IO soldiers, they used to be a private army, and now they are in containment area. Why are you not feeding them if they are part of peace? So at least can show the process that these guys are genuine and they want to move toward right direction. So you raise a very good questions, and that's why I said today is 3 months and 3 days since the peace was signed, and we are not seeing any moving forward. We are just hearing disagreement after disagreement. So should we sit down and keep quiet and not talk about it? No, because we are concerned, and that's why we are raising this concern. So, Ustad Nyalbol, you can go ahead with your final thought.
So what I just want to tell my fellow citizens is that we have learned from all what have been happening, and it is now the right time for others to judge on themselves. Even those who are now, why is it a problem of everybody? People like Malong were the one supporting the government of last time, but now they are even changing their mind and their heart. So here, the whole thing goes back to political will. I just want to end up my argument that it is the government in Juba have no will to implement this agreement. It is just, they just want to buy time. But the mistake they are doing is that they didn't know that if the war breaks out this time around, they may be the loser, because it will be a very desperate situation for people to fight for their own survival. So I just want to beg our fellow citizens who are on the government side to try to save the country from this crisis of misunderstanding that we have to work. I just want these people to work. Sometimes the government is creating allegations and all these things. Why dividing the opposition if you want to implement peace? Division will not bring. There is no country where you divide and then you expect a solution. All these pockets of movements, they will cause more problems. Like when Riek Machar came here in 1997, they were neck to neck with those of Carbino, Kawaj Makwe, and all the others. So this is what is going to happen in Juba. If the government intention is to cultivate a sense of Dalbag and Sawa and undermine it, and then go and cultivate Peter Mayan in OPP to undermine those groups. Okay, the groups will say we are not interested in this agreement. Let it be a Dinka affairs, and then to hell with it. Are we making peace? So why don't you just concentrate on your own sins rather than focus on the future of others? I just want to conclude. Thank you.
Shukran. Thank you so much, Ustad Nelbol, the veteran journalist. Thank you so much. It's good to have you always, on our program and add a valid, perspective right there. So let me go ahead and see who are those. Line is too big. Lako, you didn't send in your request, so you didn't send in the request at all. Donato Yai, calling you around now because you waited for a long time. Go ahead and send that. Hello.
Hello, my brother Jongkor.
Yeah, we just see your glasses.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just أنا جيت أساسا من الشغل قبل شوية.
I know. I'm sorry too.
وأنا قاعد في البيت لكن يعني زي ما أنا قلت لك أنا كنت شغال وجيت قبل شوية وأنا راقد في السرير، لكن أنا حبيت بأن نشارك لأنه الكلمة اللي قاعدين يقولوا ده بيهمنا كلنا.
نعم.
أنا عايز أقول كلام بتاعيش. طبعا الناس كله حابة شغل المحلات المهم.
نعم.
لكن لازم بأنه لما نقول مثلا يكون في اتفاقية، أما نقول بأنه لازم بأنه يكون في بيس في بلدنا، هنا لازم بأنه ما نحاول بأنه يكون في ناس مهمين في الاتفاقية ويكون في ناس ما مهمين. معناه أنت شنو ما حليت القضية بطريقة صحيحة. فأنا من وجهة النظر بتاعي أنا بقول اتفاقية دي لو عايزين عشان بأنه يكون اتفاقية ناجحة وبلد يكون يعني بلد في الفيس، لازم بأنه يعمل انكلود للناس اللي شالوا سلاح against government. نمرة 2، في ناس بيقولوا بأنه خلاص اتفاقية جات. كيف اتفاقية جات؟ هم اتفاقية مضوا وفي نهاية نهره. شايف من 200 بيقولوا قال خلاص بيس جاء. يعني أنا نقول رياض مشار بنفسه مع الفكير مضوا اتفاقية بتاع السلام أكثر من مرتين. أكيد ده ثالث مرة. شايف ولسه يعني الاتفاقية ما بتنجح. شايف. فأنا بالذات يعني أنا ما عندي ثقة بأنه اتفاقية المضوا في الأخير بأنه هيكون اتفاقية ودي جنوب السودان لبر الأمان. أصلا ما في. ده اعتقادي أنا. الناس التانيين اللي بيقولوا بأنه خلاص اتفاقية جا والاتفاقية جا، ما ممكن اتفاقية تجي وانت شنو بتعمل ديفايدد للناس. في زول انت بتقول ده كويس انا بعمل معه اتفاقية، وفي زول انت بتقول زول ده كعب انا ما ممكن نقعد معه في ترابيزة. كلام ده غلط. وما حيكون في اتفاق اصلا، والا بانه نقبل نفوسنا في مقام الاول نقعد اسي الجنوبيين. شايف زي ما قالوا نيال بول ما في كده ولا ما في كده، نقول از الجنوبيين ونتفق نهوي ببعضنا كده دولتنا بتمشي قدام، وهيكون في اتفاقية صحيح وهيكون في مسامحة. لكن إذا كان بأنه أننا بنبعد الآخرين وإنه نجيب الآخرين جوا ونقول نتفق معهم وده يعود دي اتفاقية، من وجهة نظري أنا ما في اتفاق أصلا. ده كله كده ساكت، مصالح هو الماشي. فأنا ختمت كلامي بالكلام ده.
Thank you so much. Well, Donato Yai, thank you so much, brother, for joining us and adding your perspective. أنا بشكرك كل الشكر. I know أنت يا دوب جيت من الشغل، لكن عشان القضايا دي قضايا مهمة وقضايا بهم الوطن، عشان كده أنت قدرت شنو even though without taking your clothes up, taking rest, أنت you log in عشان تشارك بالبسيط اللي عندك. شكرا جزيلا. Try to have a good night there. Thank you.
شكرا جزيلا. Thank you so much.
Jamaa, it's getting late. I did already 4 hours, and yeah, I want to wrap it up. So let me go ahead and okay, Kako, now you are there. So let me give you a call here.
Hello, comrade.
Listen, Makako.
Miyakol. Mana get Mosa, ana guy Mino.
ما انت ارجع لايفاو. انا قلت لك sanction lifted. انت مالك؟
No, I don't need to pin number Charles Sipo. Go Charles Pionson.
Okay.
Charles Pionson.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Charles Pionson.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Jongkor.
Brother.
Yeah, thank you very much, and you know you have been doing now great, but only my concerned citizen.
Talk about that.
So,
talk about that.
yeah. So, Comrade Jongkor, thank you for the program and you know and bringing these leaders from South Sudan.
No problem.
And I want to take this to to give you appreciation and for the opportunity given, and also say hi to your viewers. Yeah, brother, we have a problem. South Sudanese must accept that we have a problem in our country. And this problem cannot be resolved by anybody, only South Sudanese people. Apuka have talked about it. I got Miyakol talk about it, and then also Comrade Nyal talk about it. But something that I want to say is that the government has opportunity. The government has an opportunity. The government has been given 3 opportunities, 2013, 2015, 2016. I believe the 4th opportunity may not be working with the government.
if the government continue to violate the agreement. Yeah, brother Jongkor, this peace, South Sudanese say yes. Even our chairman yesterday, you know, say what? Say yes for peace. This is the real peace for the people of South Sudan. Today is the darkest day in our history. This is the day when some of us were struggling to help the Nuer people out of Juba from the genocide that happened. It's a very sad day. But you know what? Our chairman said we have to move. We have to move the country. We have to go for reconciliation. But the government should also add its voice. Yeah, Jongkor, we still have people from the government say, "Kelemo neji." Yeah, neji ufishuru. Kanje kalga Jongkor kele jakele. It is something very wrong. You know? So welcome your people. Okay, we are not stupid to come there. Some of us, we are not stupid. If I'm ready to die that day, I will go to Juba and then they slaughter me. But it doesn't make any difference. It does not change my voice today. What I have been fighting for the last 5 years, it will never change. The struggle will continue. Some people will take up from there. Don't call the government. We have to appeal to the government. This government has to accept peace, has to accept the mistake it has made, and has say sorry to the people of South Sudan. Really, we are after peace, and we have to do reconciliation, so that we can move our country. Yeah, Jongkor. Somaliland is a small country near Somalia, near Eden Coast, Gulf of Eden. This country has self-declared. No international community supporting them. They still move their way. What about South Sudan with the oil? We can declare peace, implement the peace, support the peace with oil, with the minerals, with other minerals like gold, you know, uranium. We have in our country, even animals.
Oil have a lot of money.
Yes, oil and animals and all these stones we have in our country. This can support and feed our soldiers. As long as we are not going to fight, what do we win on it? Marata soldier be Birakabu Weregi, in the Bidugu, finance review. Marata soldier be Bamulo, Bikuruju, Raji, MC Kuruju, Akil Beji. So what do you want? We need a government commitment. You know? We need a government commitment. You know? Again, I know you are funny sometimes, but also they are too high corrupt process here, yeah, brother. So these two, yeah, I know. This cousin of yours is funny sometimes. You know, yes, he's right, but there are some too, you know, the Nuer and the Dinka has to come to their senses too. We have to be honest here, yeah, brother. The Nuer and the Dinka have to come to the senses that it is time to move the country. You know? And I agree with the governor. The war is not about Dinka and Nuer. Why am I in Ayo from day one? Okay, why are there Itahile in Ayo? I mean in the government. Where are there other tribes, 72 tribes? Why are they in the government? You know, but the government, sometimes the Gen Council of Elders manipulate it as what? As a Dinka and Nuer war. You know? So this is what we want to stop it, yeah, brother Jongkor. You know, I appreciate your show. Let's promote peace. But one thing, yeah, Jongkor, peace will only be maintained if there's no discrimination.
That's right.
For us who are marginalized in South Sudan, like tribe marginalized in South Sudan, if they are not accepted, we'll go for war. Yeah, if Itahila is not recognized, we are going for war. Okay. Because that's how we can achieve our objective.
You'll be okay.
So I appreciate you. It's only equality that can serve our people of South Sudan, and peace will prevail. Let's promote peace. Let's talk about peace. And as this date, 15 December 2018, I want to say to all the families that become victims of this war, you know, we are after you. We feel the pain that you go through, and we are with you, and we'll make sure that justice prevail. And viva peace, viva yo. Viva President Salva Kiir, viva even Dr. Riak, our chairman and commander-in-chief, who is fighting this peace to come. Okay? Viva Jongkor. Managul viva Jongkor, come on.
Okay, Charles.
Don't ask. Mata Asado.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay blessed there in BC. Okay?
I'm in Alberta.
Oh, yeah, you moved from BC?
Yeah, 5 years ago, yeah.
Okay, no problem. All right.
We want to make something to work.
Okay, that's good. Well, it was good to have you, man.
Okay.
Thank you. You have a good day there.
Thank you, Jongkor.
No problem. All right, Charles Ifau, you know, as spoken here. Go ahead, yeah.
Kelina Sibu, Kalam Suwata, Kelina Sibu, Kalam Mashaki, Kelina Sibu, Kalam Kerhia, Kelina Sibu Yo, Kalam Lagbata, Kelina Sibu, Kalam Masada, Kelina Sibu, Kalam Gebina, Kelina Sibu Kulu Hajata.
All right, Simon, I'm calling you right now, and you are not answering. I don't know why. So we can move on, please, real quick. Yalla, Jama. Simon, I'm calling you. Go ahead and answer. So, Simon, I try my best, brother. You know, I don't have favor. I have to get everybody on board. But it looks like your network is not working. Let me move ahead and call other person here. That's my favorite song. Namurinyang, I'm calling you. Go ahead and answer, please. Namurinyang. Please put the headphone on, please. Put headphone.
Headphone. Do you hear me?
Yeah, because we still have echo, and I want you to put headphones so you can help.
Why? Why is that?
Because there is an echo on the voice.
Well, maybe try again.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, we'll try one more time. Let me go ahead and see who's ready here. Jatab is your time. Go ahead and answer, Jatab. Jatab, how are you? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, brother Jongkor, can you hear me?
You're always driving, man.
I'm always at work, but the heart is with you, to the issue you're talking about, you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
family.
I'm doing very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me make it my point quickly because I'm at work. I really thank for adding me, and I want to say hi to your viewer. I also want to take this opportunity to remember our fallen citizen. December 15 marked the massacre in Juba, in Bor, in Bentiu, in Lual, in Barasazal. May God rest their soul, and also my condolences to those who lost their loved ones. This is the day we remember, and we hope that peace that we are talking about will be realized. Again, the question you raised really is that salam da bana hukuma wa ma'arada وإذا لو ده سلام ده بين حكومة ومعارضة ليه why they are behind 3 months and 3 days. To put it in perspective, Jongkor, we have to say things about what they are. لو ما قلنا حاجات نحن ما بنمشي قدام. I see a lot of new our brothers and sisters who are telling us let us support peace. Yes, we can support peace, but really, do we have the impact to make that peace happen? Even if we sing hallelujah for it, even the Bible says faith without work, it will not work. So what I mean is the Akuma majority to implement the peace. Mama, can we sing about peace day and night? It is not going to happen. So the key for the peace to be realized in South Sudan, it is for the Nizam in Juba to change its behavior, to realize the country, the path they have taken the country to, will not bring peace. There's nowhere around Jongkor, you know. But Mafi Zod Duttan Salam. Lakin, Salam and Nina Beherin, Madarin Salam, Alela, Wal Sharan, Ubakura, Nina Nagahat. The man Salam with that we want, you know. So, really, to me, the Nizam Juba has picked up the same playbook and what Omer was using. And I think you know what I'm talking about. How many pieces and what Omer was is in the, okay? So I shall get a low failing that the playbook they're using, that means they really just signed that piece, they have no will to implement it, but to use it to buy time, to prolong its life in power, without a realization of the full implementation of that peace agreement. So that is a clear direction of the government is doing. Because imagine, there are three things that should have been done now. Modu ta je kasa matamo, modu bita ta udud, linga ta ududa bita tribal, I mean independent boundary commission, you know. Lara lisa maamalo. Talata jada kumadera can get that will will have the umada modu ta ududa hello lana modu ta ududa mulam 32 state. Nimirinen akuma zada wajadu fi ittifaq by the way. Lakini akuma kinya realize ajada kutu huo akuma kutura. Ashan kire they are now dragging their foot. Another modu ta ministerial position da distribution of power بين المعارضة المعارضة يكون عنده شراكة في ولايات. Okay? Now they want to change the text that how they're going to do that. They're not going to do that because they have to create a pattern within the Marada. As you have seen in Sawa and sooner or later, I يصل في كل the faction الثاني المعارضة الثاني زي ما نيال قالوا. لكن الرسالة بتاعي كلاتي أكوما يا جماعة ما كان we in diaspora South Sudanese and at home, even if we think day and night that peace, Akuma has no will to commit for peace. So Akuma needs to realize then, the key for that peace to be successful is in the hand of Akuma. They have to allow a new environment for others to participate, so all of us become the decision maker, so that we can move on to the path that after Nasa Tana and Mulong Thomas Rilla, no Munshabu environment change. They will also come join in and come on the board. But if Akuma listen a real clear commitment for the peace, then Yamata and they will justify Dani Ajama, I can get a name and report the Yamata to my shoot. So I was thinking, you know, Logana and Azara, Agane, then of people, Barao Mabi give a salam. عشان كده نحن لازم نوجه رسالة بتاعنا لحكومة في جوبا بأنه شوف اللي بتعملوا ده نحن شايفين we understand you are not willing, you are not committed for peace, you know. وإذا peace ده official الحكومة في جوبا ده will be responsible for the failure of the peace. So نحن المفروض تكون رسالة بتاعنا عشان الحكومة ده تنتبه بأنه they know what we are doing. Because when you look at the activity going around as Juba, whether the Juba or the final Gallup bill, we can tell activity that we check and act, okay? We don't know what will happen, you know, in the coming month.
Thank you.
So I think we need to change the message, and instead of just singing for peace, let us sing for peace, let us also point directly at Akuma that you are the key for that peace to be realized, to be implemented. By allowing a new environment whereby the stakeholder they can be they become participants, you know. So I think there is no one, neither you or myself or anybody against the salam. We all against the salam al haqiqa, lakin ma salam have vacant or have lisa undone, you know. لأن السلام على الحقيقة عشان كده الناس بتاعنا يرجع لأن بس ما راجعين يا جون كور في جنوب بالذات لأن ما تعلم برا لأن ما تعلم برا بيجي جنوب أوكي so ناس ما برجع لأنه ما في سلام okay so أنا بجيب my brother and I appreciate what you are doing and I hope our government in Juba will get the message right and change their behavior to really commit themselves to peace agreement so that peace is realized.
Thank you, Jatab. It's always good, my brother, to have you on the show and add your perspective.
How are you? Jongkor, أخبارك كيف عامل؟
أنت كمان driving like Jatab. What's going on?
والله سايقين الليلة مع الويكند لازم نطلع شوية ونشوف الدنيا فوق شنو.
Good to see you, Dina, and it's good to have you on Concerned Citizen of South Sudan. Go ahead. نورت الشاشة.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, الحاجة اللي أنا عايزة أتكلم فيه طبعا مرات سياساتنا بتاعت الجنوب مرات they don't make sense, you know, and they're not very practical. يعني هسه زي رياك مachar ولا هو آيو, I don't know what to call it, you know, because it looked like it's run by Riek Machar and everything he wants. But anyway, like Riek or Ayo, they complain they don't have fun for peace. But remember, those people used to have fun
not only
for war.
them, Dina, not only them. The process of the peace agreement is not started. And it's been, they are behind 3 months. Up to date, they are behind 3 months and 3 days. Go ahead.
behind ده حاجة عادي جدا بالنسبة لي اسمه شنو ده behind ده حاجة عادي بالنسبة للجنوبيين أنا هسه أنا المفروض أكون في الشارع الساعة 2 أنا هسه الساعة 5 anyways you know so ده حاجة بتاعنا نحن بتاع الجنوبيين you know لكن anyway why right now people having problem funding peace while they have money funding war you know it's like those people really those politicians of South Sudan they playing with people you know it's like hey I'm gonna give you war for free and you're gonna accept whatever I want because you want peace you know but I gotta hustle you you know I gotta get some money from you to have peace you know so that's number one you know just like clearing or say my opinion about that funding thing.
It's not matter of the hustling you know they already have agreed they will have fun for the peace agreement. We do pre-transitional, which is a couple months, you know, pre-transitional peace. I'm about 8 months. You know, they would put everything together. Troika, we will not pay. We will pay if you put $100 million. Then we will match it up. We will bring our money. Like it looked like the government in South Sudan, they are not doing so. And everything is delayed. And you remember, you are peace sabotaging. Now we are following up. What I'm doing here, actually, I'm following up because that's what concerned citizens can do. I have to follow up. Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? And that's why I'm keep asking, why are you guys delayed? Why are you not on the schedule? What are the obstacles? With the Simit fi Shawad al Masha. اتكلمنا عن انه شنو في disagreement في اللجان وما ادراك ما ذلك فنحن we have to stay on the top of this we have to sensitize them لازم يحصل right so اخر كلام بتاعك ده تقول it look like it's weekend and you going out go ahead with the last show ناس كتاك يسالون is Dina single whatever that's not my question but go ahead with your last statement here before I let you go.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. And also, like, there is a lot of things like some type of energy or behavior in South Sudan politics. When you disagree, people wanted to bully you and try to call you names and all of this. You're against peace. Someone is paying you or anything. But this peace agreement, really, a lot of South Sudanese don't see themselves into that peace agreement. Let's just be real for a minute. I know everybody gonna say, Dina, you're tribeless, but this is how citizen and politician of South Sudan think. You know, this country is so tribeless. For example, a lot of people from South Sudan, they think this peace agreement is all about Dinka and Nuer. And a lot of Dinka and Nuer see themselves in this peace agreement. They kind of ignore why other people, they are not feeling a part of this peace agreement, you know? And how are you going to call it a peace agreement while people in West Bahr el Ghazal, they're still fighting and they're still dying, and a lot of people end up leaving their houses and their villages. And when they say, oh, we don't want this peace, oh, you're against peace. But he's not seeing peace. How a person who's living in war and his life has been threatened and there's no security in their land will feel peace? You know, you gotta be real. Sometimes when anybody from South Sudan disagree with any policy of South Sudan, maybe instead of attacking that person, you know, see why that person doesn't see, like why that person doesn't see themselves in this peace agreement. Like, just to see this, how this is like, you know, serving Dinka and Nuer. You see, the government have 12 ministers, and all of them are Jin. The IO have 17 ministers, and all of them are Nuer. What do you call this peace agreement? If someone else come and look at it, you know, and look at this peace agreement and they don't see themselves because they're minority in South Sudan, don't get mad at them, because whatever is happening is make a lot of people not to be related to this peace agreement, you know? So that's all I wanted to say. And for people who are threatening me, why you're against peace, hey, I'm Dina, wahda wahida. Whatever I said, you know, whatever I said is not going to affect the peace agreement. So don't be harassing me and calling me name, because I think this peace is not comprehensive. So don't get mad at me.
We agree to disagree. Don't mind. You know, if people are criticizing you, that's way of life.
Yeah.
That's how politics work.
Yeah, انت بدل ما تجري ورا الصحفيين وتجري ورا اسمه شنو الناس اللي بيتكلموا بيخشبوا، ما تشطر على الناس اللي بيتكلموا على بيخشمهم، يشطر على الناس الماسكين السلاح لما تقدر عليهم، بعدين نجي نشوف موضوع الناس اللي بيتكلموا.
Thank you.
You know, so that's all, and thanks everyone for giving me this chance.
Hey, Tina, it was good always to have you on our show, and please go ahead, continue with your weekend and shine there, you know, on Saturday night.
Absolutely.
It's good to go out. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Again, you are asking me. You don't have to ask me. You want me to create a website for South Sudan to create a dating website? We're not going to do that. We are very political here. So let me go ahead and see who's the one that I want to bring, because we want to get away from this. This fellow waited a lot of time. He exited, and I called him and he was not there. Simon, go ahead and answer, please. Simon, I'm calling you. Don't take me out of context. I didn't mean anything bad. All right, Simon, I'm calling you. Go ahead and answer, please. All right. It looked like some difficulty with Simon there, Jamal. With that, I would like to conclude. I want to thank you. Thanks all the concerned citizens of South Sudan. You know, viewers from East Africa, in Australia, in Europe, in the United States of America. Thank you for staying with us. And thank you for giving your perspective. We'll talk to you, inshallah, next week with new topic, with new guests. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. بكون معك في سيجارة، بكون معك في حسدة، بكون معك Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much. Thank to all of you.
Anita asma صوت ترابنا ما تقوي قلب بطاكي على يسوى المسيح يسوى نايدا.
Thank you, Malia. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, that's the real piece, though.